when you're meeting in the world, I didn't know. So, when you're me a basuru, on one of us, I see, as soon as I see to me, Nina, Nina Sanisa, one on our dinkuni, to me, Nina, and India, when you're meeting in the world, I didn't know. So, on our sorry, to me, Nina Sanisa, when you're meeting in the world, I didn't know. So, when you're meeting in the world, I didn't know. That's why I was in the world, and you're my
From the center of the equator, from the western part of that continent, from the southern part of that country, from the crest of that road, waves are radiating at high speed from gate to gate, door to door, room to room, stereo to stereo, speaker to speaker, from that station Radio Gold or that dial 90.5, where the difference is obviously crystal clear.
say play na lande, and so still yet the front wa, and you how far ya a drink, and you steam, and you say just 7 until you see a dead day. 90.5 FM.
Why Jimmy? Wow, but that's the same mentality of
Oh my God, Nanyami one year, bro. Yo, Bibia, oh my Coco, Sika Coco, Mandani Sandamon, Bauxite, Timber, salt and oil, corruption, Jimmy.
2020 and 2024 and beyond is a movement, and it is stronger than apartheid. It's as strong than apartheid. Messiah Bonnet said the Satawale or Bonyumono. Why Jimmy? Wow, but that's the same mentality of Fukuedo have.
EC is only a supervising body. It is not supposed to steal or manipulate to win election. You are only to supervise. So if you are supervising and you are already fighting with the people you are supposed to supervise them, how do you supervise? Because your duty is to supervise, nothing more, nothing less. At the end of every year, be supervise it. Make sure we have the materials. You are not supposed to come and say anything. Now you are fighting us because government in power has appointed you, and they want you to follow certain regulations and rules. And you can sit down in your office, talk to political parties as if you are their father, or let's say their grandmother. Yes, sir. Madam, me kasa we are, me awe.
In some, I can't ho. So you go for my pani buy a national health insurance. I work for the buyer and the asano. The young one for Baby Shemo, some mamma Kwana me buy. Sashona, free senior high school education policy and also so no. You could pop out a money quite number the abba, I'm out of what kind of an engine. As today, to my member, my member, one district, one factory. So she saying, constituencies can directly from the central budget and the development member at your home. So she saying now, your mommy Kwana me ba the yellow pepe. I'm a piano gun and so at me and home for so. That's a member big of a milk.
We were happy that we found oil, but the borrowing of this government, the reckless borrowing of this government, has compromised the whole oil discovery. So it is a really sad development. If we had spent, the monies borrowed, and that money borrowed is the equivalent of some $37 billion over 7 years. Can you imagine what $37 billion can do in an economy? $37 billion. You can always talk, we are going to do this, the question is, what have you done? You've had 7 years in government. What have you done? I mean, your record should speak for itself. So they can try to hoodwink us with pictures of development all over the place. But the reality is that they should have been doing twice as much. That we are going to build a new economy, a different economy. And you will be hearing a little bit more, because you cannot just criticize without providing alternatives. And we are going to, and we have. I'm telling you, it's an exciting, I will tell you what it is not. It is not a doomsday economy. It is not a friends and family economy. It is an economy that will create jobs.
Nigeria ni na video adi ni ni da.
Aba we.
Instrumental za bebe.
Oba no mo ye 101 Asana oba e dia. Na wanga to wan soja. Aba we ni Aba yi ba wa se 101 Asana oba dia. Na wanga to wan soja. Aba we dia nya pra. Ajubon mama muo. Ajubon mama muo. Na so ma go tu no mo ni mutio. Oba jamre mo ni kala mse. Na ka ho ba ni wo.
Alaji na Kumasi ti sen.
Kumasi de medase so abusa wo mu nyina hoye. Na mumu no wo mu de na ayese time akona se bobo no ko park wo ba jiro beto amuduro.
Ade.
Wo mu di de bia wo mbo ball no to nche. Entu di go. Enti no pom park ajiro ko to mentor.
Oh my God.
No o de ye. Se Kumasi for so o mo pe na o manya.
And they say alanche maten so akwa akodi sika bi anya sika pa. O chire mu no so no, there's nothing there. There is nothing there. And but this desperate effort to stigmatize my government with corruption, it is not going to work. It is not going to work. We came to do a job for Ghana. The ambassador about from Ghana Sika.
We must speak against corruption. And we all know that the present government, NPP, there are corrupt appointees. And our president should be careful. Well, here. Just a week or so, the NPP regional organizer, who went about collecting monies to give government jobs. When he was caught, he said he would pay the money. But before he was caught, he had been appointed a position at Metro Mass Transit. Now you could imagine if such a person goes to the Metro Mass.
Asmatram is the most notorious corrupt person so far as MPP government is concerned. MPP Part 1, MPP Part 2. You know the notorious corrupt government MPP to say,
First half house for the Gunanimasi. The Gunanimasi. Sikafu. And that will be a sister. What is this? Get time. I am a which means you. Who do you want? What's your when you pan a failure? What's me born in Jack, you call Thursday. How much? $20,000.
I want Tebambugri to understand. He cannot appoint school feeding people. He wants to be the one to appoint DCs, Council of Elders, who and who. He did the same thing about the Tako Obama, the husband. All the things he collects from the people before assuring them. He should go and give the things back to them. And to stop collecting people's things and promising them jobs that he cannot give. After he has collected their money and their cows and goats, then he will come and put the trouble on Otiko.
Fertilizer all over the place. It is unfortunate we are being told that some of our members are access to organic now.
And right now, when you want something, you hear somebody telling you bullshit. On personal no better now just on personal Jews.
Omedi Roma, Omedi Pema, Omedi Yumba, and might be the payroll so much yomoka, Omedi beautiful quine, Mekamich, my chichibi. I don't mean a tire bufu.
Well, Entikata said Bonnie Basa Yeka, Uka Naga 4 beans yasin. I didn't say. But you'll be to Necroma, and that's all yet I didn't say. MPP abembe yo mu be ye bibi ama sakre bi abeso nipa o sika kakra won ho antempe ya onko pense fufuo bi na vitamin C no no mu na onkoda.
Things fall apart.
I am telling Ghanaians that we are not safe under the security of Ghana. But let me tell you something. I don't have time for court. I don't have time for speaking British language. But I will face all the rivers where the shrines are. I will face them one by one. And they will see what will happen. They butchered me. They twisted my neck. They seized my phone. My money, my constitutional book is lost.
Who did all of this to you?
The so-called invisible forces.
Delta Force. Delta Force. And now some commotion. Now people for your one room, being court near Hadi. I swear to God.
He compared with the man national security and he said, Bambo was going to happen and papa. Regional Militano, Ayan Yamanya, Commander Giso, Koyete, at Yaman Koye, because how come say, Obinam Street is so air back. Now, Regional Minister A, me, Edio, at me command rushing, Emma Commandano, at me a political for by me a commandant rushing, our Ghana. From my man, police commandant rushing, things fall apart.
Baumia no. I said that I have paper to show that 41 promises made by the MPP and its presidential candidates within 2 years, 41 have already been fulfilled and delivered as we speak now.
It's nothing but a complete charade. It's a complete charade.
And now, and for be a garage. Nan garage baku. Yeah, ne kasi. On abu number and the car went to me. Actually 2-3 weeks one man the pa. The more you far straight to Kumasi. Hey, on abu ne deba 7 ebe. Hey, nanado. It was more town mama Colabia fa. Ghana ni na no mum say. Omusha ni yo. Abai besisa. Na me pie boy baku pe. 2020 sabai sa. And Crawford Johnny. Now, put to be on my family. I'm a chairman of the task force. And Crawford, young Crawford, my papa for these 2.5 years. You have bomb my cream, papa. I'm telling you.
This is plain Nalande. And so still, you're at the front. Wow. And you actually have far. You drink. And you steam. And you say just 7. Until you see a dead day. 90.5 FM.
And I think this platform is a good start. If you have any questions or
From the center of the equator, from the western part of that continent, from the southern part of that country, from the crest of that road, waves are radiating at high speed from gate to gate, door to door, room to room, stereo to stereo, speaker to speaker, from that station Radio Gold or that dial 90.5, where the difference is obviously crystal clear.
banking sector have ushered in a new age of financial exclusion for the already squeezed Ghanaian. Among others, we've seen the licenses of 9 universal banks revoked. Others have been merged. Finance houses and savings and loans companies have also had their licenses withdrawn. And 3short presentation. I invite you to send them, and I'll answer as many as I can before this session ends at 6 p.m. Just remember to add the hashtag John Mahama Live to your post. So my brothers and sisters, since the coming into office of the Akufo-Addo-led administration, we've witnessed certain developments that have shaken the very foundation of our people's confidence and trust in the whole financial system. Actions aimed squarely at the indigenous and homegrown banking sector have ushered in a new age of financial exclusion for the already squeezed Ghanaian. Among others, we've seen the licenses of 9 universal banks revoked. Others have been merged.
Finance houses and savings and loans companies have also had their licenses withdrawn. And 347 microfinance and 39 microcredit institutions have been shut down. Indeed, we're told that the central bank has so far closed 420 financial institutions that it deems insolvent. The crisis has created major problems in the banking and financial sector, including deepening the already widely held mistrust and lack of confidence in the system by many Ghanaians, and there appears to be no end in sight. It has also dealt a significant blow to the indigenous banks, because such institutions usually have no external support to count on. While this development may appear as a threat to only the businesses that have been shut down, it is in fact a threat to our national security. Indeed, as has been widely touted, ownership of capital matters. The ethnicity of capital is real, and the banking sector and financial system of a country are part of its national security architecture. The developments in the banking and financial system and the matters arising call for great concern for all who have been affected by this financial sector turmoil, especially because it is an issue that threatens our country's national security. We must all be worried about the businesses that have collapsed, the licenses that have been revoked, the massive job losses, the hardship this is causing to some customers, and the trauma of having their lifetime savings in jeopardy. There's also the consequence on the health and well-being of customers and workers, including honoring their obligations as parents by providing for their families and dependents, paying school fees of their wards, and paying rent in order to give their families decent and safe places to lay their heads, among others. These are trying times, indeed, and as a leader of the main opposition party, I cannot look on unconcerned. We cannot look on without our voices being heard and without being on the side of the many people who may be agonizing over the situation because they have lost their capital investments, they've lost their lifetime savings, their jobs, their businesses, or the fear that their deposits are in jeopardy and are therefore uncertain about their future and that of their families. Those who've been hardest hit by these unfortunate developments include especially market women, artisans, cocoa farmers, and the many operators in the informal sector of the economy whose hard work and yet modest earnings oil the wheels of our national economy. In all, it is estimated that more than 20,000 people have already lost their jobs as a result of the financial sector shutdowns. The number could be even higher when you take into account the indirect job losses occasioned by this crisis. Apart from the livelihoods lost, the resolution cost of nearly 20 billion Ghana cedis, as we are told, ultimately becomes a burden on the Ghanaian taxpayer. This comprises the 12 billion for the universal banks that were shut down, another 7 billion provided and expected to be used for the saving and loans institutions and finance houses, and approximately another 1 billion for the microfinance institutions. The current provisions made for the debt in the mid-year review budget amounts to about 3% of GDP, and will, together with the fresh debt incurred in the energy sector over the period of the Akufo-Addo administration, put the fiscal deficit above 11%. And it will move Ghana closer to the debt distress threshold of 60% debt to GDP ratio, even with the rebased figures. There are many valid questions to ask, including whether the revocations and the mass closures were the best options under the circumstances, or whether there were no other options available to resolve the problem. What part did the debt owed by government to its contractors and suppliers play in the insolvency of these financial institutions? And to what extent did the utterances and posturing of the central bank create panic that resulted in a run on many of these financial institutions? It is tried knowledge that no bank or financial institution, no matter how big, can survive if there is a rush on investments, especially when induced by the pronouncements of policymakers or regulators. We can also ask, what role did the macroeconomic challenges and energy sector crisis of the past several years have on the slide into insolvency of some of these banks? And what due diligence did the Bank of Ghana do on the situation before commencing these closures? This is not the first time Ghana has faced a crisis in our financial sector. The Financial Sector Adjustment Program, popularly called FinSAP, during the 1990s, used the Non-Performing Assets Recovery Trust, NPAT, as a vehicle to offload the toxic liabilities of the banks and clean out the financial sector. During the world financial crisis, it was not uncommon that many countries, because of the strategic nature of their domestic financial institutions, provided bailouts in exchange for equity in order to prevent a chaotic meltdown of their financial sectors. As it is, our central bank chose the path of a chaotic resolution and has created grave social and commercial dislocation with an accompanying huge debt that governments has no clue how to even begin paying down. The Policy Working Group on Finance and Economy that I set up recently is studying and analyzing the situation with a view to coming up with pragmatic steps that we can employ, not only to restore the confidence of our people in the banking system, but also to ameliorate the suffering imposed on the customers and staff of these financial institutions caused by the poor handling of the crisis by this administration. The Policy Working Group will also come up with plans for restoring the indigenous stake and participation in this all-important sector. We'll consider ways to promote greater financial inclusion and innovation, and consider setting up an appropriate vehicle to regulate microfinance and allied sectors in particular, while developing the rural banking sector and enhancing the role of the ARB Apex Bank's supervisory structure. A future NDC administration will assess the effectiveness of the regulatory architecture and identify gaps as well as the needed reforms to promote greater financial stability and growth. We'll also consider temporary freezing of new banking licenses for a period of time, while encouraging as many banks as possible to list on the Ghana Stock Exchange within a reasonable time frame. We'll look at the receivership and liquidation framework in the Act to make it easier for the administrator to reverse a decline rather than making it automatic for an insolvent bank to be liquidated. While at it, we call on the Akufo-Addo administration to lift the veil on the beneficial shareholders of the Ghana Amalgamated Trust and to curb its supposed predatory bailout assaults on the remaining banks, which include state-owned banks. Meanwhile, I wish to assure all those who have suffered in one way or the other as a result of the approach being used by the current administration that we stand by you, and we're working very hard to take over the governance of our beloved country in 2021 and to bring certainty, financial security, progress, and prosperity to all Ghanaians, irrespective of their ethnicity, their family, religion, or political affiliation. Thank you very much. And I'll now go through your contributions and questions and answer them. The hashtag to use, remember, is hashtag John Mahama Live. Isaac Obo, I see you're watching from the USA. And the question is, what will you do with this situation if given the opportunity? Isaac, thank you very much. Indeed, like I said, closures and revocation of licenses are a last resort when nothing else can be done. I believe that the better option is to look at how the situation can be salvaged. It is only when you have nowhere else to turn that you resort to closures and revocation of licenses. The current revocation of licenses and closures has caused mass dislocation and has created very serious implications for credit financing of our small and medium enterprise sector. And it's going to take several years for us to climb out of it. I gave the example in the 1990s when we had toxic liabilities in most of our financial sector. What happened was the government of the day created what we call a bad bank and offloaded all the toxic liabilities into the bad bank. It was called the Non-Performing Assets Recovery Trust. And it cleaned out the balance sheets of the banks. It put in better regulatory measures. And then the bad bank went after the debts that it had inherited. And a lot of the money was recovered and it went back to the government purse. Now, as it is, 20 billion Ghana cedis is the debt of this clean out. And the taxpayer, you and I, have to pay this money. I believe that there's a lot that government could have done. For instance, the questions I asked, how much did government owe its contractors and suppliers? Which, if government had paid, will it have made some of the banks liquid enough to continue to operate? And the point you even have to ask is, how much did they owe each other? Because there are cases where microfinance companies owed savings and loans companies. There are cases where savings and loans companies owed banks, universal banks. How did we net off all these before going to revoke licenses? As it is, we are saddled with a fait accompli. And we need to see how this can be handled with regards to the impact that it has had, not only on the financial sector, but on the customers whose monies are locked up, on the staff who thought they had lifetime employment, but suddenly find that their employment is ended, on the staff who are being ejected from their rented premises, and who face serious dislocation of their lives as a result of the steps that have been taken. We would have handled it in a different way. We would have done a proper analysis of the situation, and revocation of licenses would have been a last resort, not a first resort. Silas Mana, you said I should not talk about the banking sector because the mess may have started from my regime. Thank you very much for your question. As I've said, no country is immune from crisis in the financial sector. We noticed the beginning of the crisis while we were in government, and we started taking proactive steps in order to deal with it. The first was the Energy Sector Levy Act. I'm sure you've heard about it. It's called ESLA. Because the main threat to the banking sector in our time was the debt that was owed to the bulk distribution companies. I hope you remember them. They were called the BDCs. And they were the major threat to the stability of the financial sector. And so we put the Energy Sector Levy Act, which was a tax on petroleum products, and it was supposed to deal with the legacy energy sector debts. This levy, as I talk, yields almost 4 billion cedis every year. And so at the time, with a debt that we realized at 2.2 billion, we knew that the money from the energy sector levy would be able to pay down the cost of government's indebtedness to the banking sector. This energy sector levy is still available. It yields, even with the recent increase, it will yield about 4 billion a year. The question to ask is, how has this government used that money? Because if this government has used that money prudently, then money should be available to be able to address the issues to do with the energy sector. Apart from that, there were several acts that we put in place. The Deposit Insurance Act was passed by Parliament in my time. And the purpose of that act was to ensure every person's deposit so that in the event that there's a meltdown of any financial institution, because the deposits have been insured, the insurance companies will make good any monies that have been lost as a result of that. And so there were several steps that were put in place. And I believe that as the minority, we should have a say in what is happening currently. Hamida Abdul Wahabi asked, please, what measures will you put in place to facilitate the construction of deplorable commercial roads linking farming communities? I believe that our road network carries the bulk of our transportation. It indeed is the bulwark of our transportation, because if you compare it to rail and aviation and maritime, then the road network is the most used in our country. And so it's important that we have roads that are able to facilitate the movement of passengers and goods across our country. Realizing that we did not have enough money in the budget to finance the road sector, we decided in the Energy Sector Levy Act to increase the amount of money that went to the road fund. And as I speak, that provision makes about 1.5 billion cedis available to government every year to not only maintain the roads, but to develop new roads. Aside from that, we introduced the Cocoa Roads Improvement Project. And that was supposed to take a part of the yearly consortium financing for cocoa to develop and repair the roads in the 5 cocoa growing regions. And I'm sure that everybody in the country saw some improvement in their roads, during the period that I was president. I think that we can revive these projects. A lot of the projects had contractors working on them. And the point you need to know is that contractors do not finish a project in 1 year. And so they present certificates, and as they present certificates, government continues to pay. And so I believe that if government organizes itself properly, it should be able to continue to work on our roads and improve them so that we have a good road network that not only transports agricultural products, but also makes it possible for passengers and goods to move freely across our country. Sadia Abdullahi is asking why he should choose me over Nanado. Will I run a better economy and take better decisions to benefit our people? I believe that every government faces its challenges. I face my challenges. I faced a legacy problem of the energy sector where we do not have enough generation. We were consuming in excess of 2,000 megawatts, and yet the generation available to Ghanaians was less than 2,000, it was 1,500 megawatts. I did not push the blame to past governments. I took the bull by the horns. Every government, a president must take responsibility. And I said, I'll solve the problem. And indeed, we went to work, and by 2016, we had put in enough generation so that, for those who remember, in 2016, Dumso had been completely sorted out. There were other challenges with the economy, and I found it necessary as leader to take a decision to go back to the IMF and do a program so that we could bring some discipline into the management of our finances. And for those who remember, by 2016, this economy was climbing out of the macroeconomic challenges that we had faced. One of the decisions I took was to fast-track our revenues from oil production. So I worked on the 10 field, I worked on the ENI Sankofa field, and the revenues came after my term. Indeed, this government is receiving 4 times more oil revenue than I did because of the work we did in our time. We received 960 million Ghana cedis from all the oil that we exported. This government receives more than 3 billion cedis in oil revenues, and I think that they should be able to manage better with the increased revenues that we made available to them. And I believe that there are things we can do to make this economy better so that it works for everybody and makes opportunities available to all. Hawkins Glover wants to know what I'll do in the first year of my next term to tackle the challenges facing the banking sector. One of the things we need to do in order that we do not have a recurrence of this crisis in the financial sector is that we must look at the responsibility of the central bank in terms of its banking supervision. As you are aware, we sent a new Bank of Ghana Act to Parliament, which was passed. That gives the central bank independence from anybody's control. But I do think that because we continue to have these recurrences with regards to regulation and supervision of the banking sector, we need to take a look at the Bank of Ghana Act again and see if we cannot put in place a specialized vehicle that will have the day-to-day administrative task of supervising the financial sector to make sure that some of the leverages that people took that resulted in this situation are kept, or that we have an early warning system so that we can deal with these issues before they create the kind of situation that they've created. And so that's one of the things we'll look at. In the first few months of coming into office, we'll look at the Bank of Ghana Act again and see how we can improve banking regulation and supervision. Ishak, Isa, and others watching from Jirapa. And I say hello to all the people in Jirapa. Thanks for joining in. And Ishak says, this is good leadership. No, that's Emmanuel McLean. This is good leadership, says Emmanuel McLean. Thank you, Iman. Thank you very much for your comment. Beauty Amor says, I agree with your comment that businesses are collapsing and that is leading to a high rate of unemployment. That is true. From the rough estimation that we have, about 20,000 people have lost their jobs directly if you take all the category of the 420 financial institutions that have collapsed. But we've not even added the indirect job losses, because right now, as I speak, there are small and medium enterprises that depended on the banks and the microfinance institutions for capital to continue to do their business. And now, because of the collapse of these institutions, they are unable to get that credit to be able to do their business. Others have their capital locked up in these institutions. And so as a result of that, layoffs are occurring. And so by the time we do the total calculation, I'm sure that in excess of 40 to 50,000 people, probably would lose their jobs because of this financial sector meltdown. Mr. Mahama, can we trust you to do the things you're saying about the financial sector and the economy? Alex Bafo. Alex, I'm a person who takes responsibility, and I give the example with the energy crisis. I believe that government should be sincere and take responsibility. I mean, after 3 years of being in power, what use is it to continue to blame your inability to deliver on the previous government? People take a decision to entrust you with the responsibility of running the country. Yes, actions of previous governments might create difficulties for you, like I inherited, like President Mills inherited, like President Kufuor inherited. Nobody inherits a country where there are no challenges, but you must take the responsibility to deal with those challenges. And I am a person who takes responsibility. If I take the helms of this country, I will assess, I'll tell the people of Ghana what it is I've inherited and what steps I'm going to take to deal with them, like I did in my previous term in office. Mohammed, let's see who's this. Suleiman Yahya says, Mr. President, we miss you a lot, so we're working hard to bring you back in 2020, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, Mohammed, thank you very much. And I believe that let's all work together and create the prosperity and dignity that we want for this country. Mohammed Yunus says again, I want you to talk about the energy sector. Mohammed, this is a start. This is the first interactive session. I intend to make this a regular feature, and on each occasion I will take an aspect of our economy or of our lives, and I'll deal with it and interact with as many people as I can. So this is on the financial sector. The next time we can talk about education. The next time we can talk about energy. And so this is going to be a regular feature. It's not a one-off. Mickey says, how will you regulate the banking sector as a tough leader? The responsibility for regulating the banking sector rests primarily with the central bank. But of course, government is not divorced, from the effects that will happen if that regulation is not carried out well. And that's why I'm saying that as president, I'll take another look at the Bank of Ghana Act and we will create a special purpose vehicle that has the day-to-day responsibility of regulating that sector in order that what we're seeing today does not happen again. And so that's one of the things that we can do. Ademu says, please, we want Radio Gold and Muntie back on air. I think it's a pity that these two stations have been taken off. The authorities are hiding behind regulation and law, but in the end, it is about free speech and it's about press freedom. I believe that Nana Akufo-Addo, who touts himself as a human rights advocate and an advocate of free expression and free speech, must feel very embarrassed about the closure of these two stations. The bottom line is that these stations are deemed to be anti-government and pro-opposition, and that's the main reason behind their closure. The authorities are hiding behind the law and everything. The duty of regulation, when it has to do with the rights and freedoms of people, is not to vitiate those rights. It is to create a situation where you are able to correct any infractions of the law that have taken place. And so if Radio Gold and XYZ have infracted the law, the duty of the NCA is to assist them to come within the ambit of the law. And so give them a period and tell them that within this period, we want you to come back, you know, on the side of regulation. But to just shut them off, they go to the electronic tribunal, the head of the tribunal has resigned, government will not, I can tell you, government is not going to appoint a new judge for that tribunal because they don't want the cases to be heard. And so XYZ and Radio Gold have been shut because the president thinks that they are saying things that he does not like. And I believe that it does not help. It does not help our democracy. I was criticized by many journalists and many stations, but the point is, if you want to consolidate our democracy, you must have a big heart to accept criticism. Unfortunately, this president cannot accept criticism. Our press freedom credentials are on the downslide. Journalists don't feel safe. If you attack government, people come after you. I think it's a very, very bad narrative that this government is taking us through. Recently, Professor Kari, my former professor in the University of Medium Foundation for West Africa fame, said that this government's credentials in terms of press freedom are bad. And so I think that the president should wake up and listen and do something about it. There's a leader who digs down to the issues thoroughly, says Senior Said. Thank you very much, Said. I hope you enjoyed the salah. Faculty Mane says, do you mean your policies are still not ready? Well, what happens is, for every election, we put our policies before the people, and we do it in the form of a manifesto. I must tell you that we have policy working groups that are working to come out with the manifesto that we'll present to Ghanaians. I'm working closely with them, and so I know what work is ongoing, and I know many of the policies that are coming up. As I go around the country, I talk about them. Recently, when I was at the Ghana, Union of Technical Students, I talked about free SHS, I talked about technical and vocational education. And so, yes, I'm on top of the policies, but we'll put it together and present it to Ghanaians as a comprehensive policy document in all sectors when we present our manifesto to the people of Ghana for the 2020 elections. Dumedi George Wilson says, thank you for this initiative, Mr. President. You should do this often. What is your take on the new education curricular reform being worked on by the MPP? Our policy working group on education has flagged this issue because the curriculum is key to the quality of education that our people have. I think that more consultation should take place. Recently, I hear there was a workshop to present the curricula to teachers, and there was a fallout in respect of allowances and all that. But I hope that that is part of the process of consultation so that all of us can have an input. One of the major dissensions I've heard is that teachers who were responsible for social studies say that the social studies subject has been taken out of the curriculum. We need to look at it and see what the issues are. There are also changes in some of the syllabi that try to reform the history of our country. I think that these are things that all of us must look at, and there must be public engagement so that we know what our children are learning in school, and to make sure that they will come out to be dignified and responsible citizens of our country. Let's see who's next. Prosper Mensah asks, the Vice President Baumia has consistently been uncivil when talking about you, but you never respond. Are you going to remain silent for him to deride you? I've been in politics or in public service since 1996, and that is almost 23 years ago. I believe that we must always be responsible in our discourse, and that we must be civil in the way we address each other. And so I'm not a person who will go deriding anybody. I try to maintain the discourse at a level where people will listen and the discerning Ghanaians can make a choice. And so it doesn't matter who is uncivil to me or who abuses me or who throws insults at me. I know he calls me the incompetent one or something like that, but it doesn't really bother me. I think that the people of Ghana are discerning, and they can tell, the contribution that I've made to our public service since I've been in politics. I'll continue to respond as civilly and courteously as possible. And I think that it's for all politicians to learn. Politics need not be dirty. We can play politics at a level that allows people who have the competence to come into it. It's when it descends into insults that makes people who have the capacity to come and help run our public services want to stay away from politics. And so let's make it clean so that everybody can come in and participate. Who's next? Koji Klo Nene. You had far-reaching policies, but unfortunately, it wasn't broken down for it to resonate. Yeah, you are more sincere in my opinion. Yes, Koji, the thing is, that has been one of the major difficulties of public service. When you lead a country, you have a vision, and you come out with policies that will help you attain that vision. How to communicate that vision is one of the major difficulties that governments face. And so it is one of the regrets I have that with the policies that we churned out in education, in the health sector, and all that, we did not, sell that to the people in a manner that they could understand. And so people could see hospitals being built, but they did not understand the policy driving, bringing health to your doorsteps, which was the policy that we're carrying out. And so I think the next time we will improve government communication so that people can, at every step of the way, know what government is trying to implement. Thank you very much for that. Moses Kanduri. He says, I'm interested in the strategy to support financial technology, fintech in Ghana, to be competitive in Africa and the world. I think that is important, and I believe that is an area that you should continue to pursue. If we must make Ghana more competitive, then we need to actually follow financial technology and make sure that we're able to make it more meaningful within the context of what we do in the financial sector. Let's see who's next. Julius Nee. How did you solve the banking issues when you were in office? Like I said, when we were in office, the greatest threat to the banking sector was the issue of the legacy debt from energy. These were debts that had accumulated from as far back as President Rawlings' time through President Kufuor's time to President Mills's time. And the debt to BDCs alone, because companies had to give them letters of credit which they had defaulted on, was threatening the stability of the banks. And so that's why we introduced the Energy Sector Levy Act. And I remember at the time we introduced it, our colleagues in opposition were very opposed to it. They said we were overtaxing Ghanaians, and that as soon as they came, they were going to remove the S-line. Unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, they came into office, And the ESLA is not only very much alive, indeed just recently in the media review they have increased it. And the question we want to ask is, what is the ESLA being used for? Is it being used for the purpose that we introduced it? You know, this was brought as a special purpose vehicle to be able to raise monies to pay down the energy sector debt. Since we left, the ESLA has increased in how much it brings in, from 3.5 billion to almost 4 billion or more every year. And so if it is being used exactly for what it's meant for, it should be able to pay down the legacy debt. But I think that some reforms are needed in the financial sector, especially in relation to regulation and supervision, so that we don't have a recurrence of these financial sector meltdowns. Let's see who's next. Kweku Sechi Akomia. And Kweku Sechi Akomia says, we had one of the best security measures during your tenure. It's West now. How best can you help with security in your next tenure? I think that one of the things about security, and one of the things that I did when I was president, is to put the right people at the right places. If you put politics above merit in the security sector, you'll have the results that we're facing now. I don't think that the government has followed merit in terms of appointments in the security services. And so the result is what we're seeing. There are people who have the ability to deal with some of these security issues. When I was president, I looked at people who could solve a situation and I sent them to the places where they could be effective. And I believe that security and Ghanaians felt safe and secure, you know, under my tenure because of the work the security services did. We had the anti-armed robbery squads, we had various, you know, specialized units that dealt with issues of crime and security. And one of the things I introduced was the visibility police. On every street corner, you could see a police officer. Today, I mean, you don't see police officers on the streets. You don't see them in the corners. The visibility police seems to have disappeared. Just the fact that the police are out and about makes the criminals, you know, very careful before they execute anything that is untoward. And so these were some of the things we introduced: visibility police, community policing, and all that. And I believe that there are many other, you know, things that we can bring to make Ghanaians feel safe and secure in their own country. Adams Ahmed, you're watching from Accra. You want to know what policies I would recommend to get private businesses to become the engine of growth. I believe that they must not only be the engine of growth, and it's not only private businesses. I believe that indigenous Ghanaian private businesses must be the engine of growth. If you look at the contribution of the Ghanaian private sector to our GDP, compared to the 70s, it has fallen. In the 70s, the contribution of the Ghanaian private indigenous sector was above 50% of GDP. Today, the assessment has not been made, but I believe it's far less than 50%. And so we need to see how, and I'll use the words of General Achampong, we can make Ghanaians capture again the commanding heights of our economy. It is only when we do that that we will be able to grow this country and the private sector. I tried to do it in the road sector. When I took over as president, there were many foreign construction companies doing all the roads, even using our budgetary finances. By the time I left, there were at least 22 big Ghanaian construction companies with the equipment stock even bigger than from some of the foreign companies. We must do this not only in the construction sector, in the building construction sector, in agriculture, in mining, and all that. And so that's one of the things that I believe if I become president again, I will promote Ghanaian business. Yes, foreign direct investment is important, but I think that first and foremost, we must let our own people dominate the oil sector. They must dominate the petroleum sector, the mining sector, because when they make profit, that profit stays in Ghana. If we rely too much on FDI, When the foreigner makes profit, every April, May, he says, I've made this profit, I want to send it back to my country. And that's part of the reason why our foreign exchange continues to fluctuate. But we'll talk about that at another time when I speak about the economy. As Ametita Maklo is saying, if given the chance, are you also going to have an elephant-sized government? I think 2 days ago I spoke about it, and I recommended to the president that he should reduce the size of his government by about 40 ministers immediately. He can let 40 ministers go. It will not have any effect at all on the current performance of his government. But I think that, one, it's symbolic, and then two, the impact it has. It's symbolic because when Ghanaians are going through difficulty, and you come with a government the size of 125 ministers, which I'm told is a Guinness World Record amongst all countries. We have the biggest number of ministers. Then people, feel that you're not taking them seriously. But aside from that, if you consider 40 ministers and you take some of the portfolios, procurement, you have a procurement minister. Meanwhile, look at the issue we have with procurement. The recent issue Manasseh has come out with procurement, with a procurement minister. You have monetary and evaluation. You have planning. When there's a whole National Development Planning Commission, you have aviation, railways, which could all have been submerged into transport. So there are things that we'll do. If I become president again, I'll merge all these ministries. Sanitation will go back to local government. I believe that can be handled there. Aviation and railways will go back into transport. For business development, procurement, and all those other ministries, they will just be scrapped completely and will drastically reduce the size of government. I believe that the government and the nation can run with a smaller number of ministers than we currently have. Let's see. We have some more time, so let me see who's next. Henry Abutu, looking at the over 20 billion to be spent, don't you agree that the cost of collapsing these financial institutions could have been used to do same? Indeed, some people have come to say that we could have bailed out these financial institutions with a fraction of the 20 billion that we're going to spend to clean up. And I don't know how much, but if we had 20 billion to spend, I don't believe that these institutions would have gone under. And so that's why I asked all those questions. And part of the problem, I said, if you create panic in the system, no bank can survive, because what banks do is they take deposits and they operate on the principle that not everybody who's deposited money with them will come for their money on the same day. And so they lend some to people. So at any one time, banks are exposed because they have money that they've lent to people. And not everybody will come for his money the same day. And they create what we call creation of credit, if you study economics. And so if the regulator creates a panic situation by the pronouncements he makes, you must reach 400 million capitalization by this day, or else I'm going to shut you down. And then every day you open the bank doors and everybody is going and taking his money, any bank will collapse. Even Barclays, if everybody goes there today and takes his money, Barclays Bank will collapse. And so what kind of situation did we create? That led to what happened. But I think that it's crying over spilt milk. We are landed with a 20 billion debt, and it's become the debt of the taxpayer. Seduji Goji says, what policy will your next government put in place to protect financial institutions against non-performing loans? In my time, we introduced the Credit Reference Agency or Bureau, so that if somebody applied for a loan, the banking sector could ask the Credit Reference Bureau. That will look and see if the person has defaulted on loans from other banks before. And that will all guide whether they give the loan or they don't give the loan. And so that's one of the things that we introduced. And so the Credit Reference System is available today. I also talked about the Deposit Insurance Act that we passed. And the Deposit Insurance Act was meant to insure all deposits. And so all banks were required to insure the deposits of their customers, so that in the event that the bank went under, the insurance companies would be responsible for reimbursing whatever losses were done. Then apart from that, I said banking supervision must be strengthened. This is not the first time. It has happened, and it happened again. If banking supervision is not strengthened, it's possible that because of Bank of Ghana's monetary policy and all that, they do not have enough time to look at banking supervision and regulation properly. And so a special vehicle that will prioritize banking supervision is something that I would work on if I become president again. Abdul Hamid, he says, it's great to see you're taking advantage of social media. My question is, have you noticed the high cost of data, and what are your plans towards making internet affordable for all? Well, Hamid, you know I was Minister of Communications before, and one of our objectives in all this liberalization that took place and the IT revolution was to make, telecommunications and IT affordable for all people. Unfortunately, the cost continues to go high, also because of the taxation that is put on it. Recently, government has increased the communication service tax again, and so that affects both voice calls and data. And so what we need to do is to see how we can cut down costs as much as possible. The more you have traffic, the more cheaper the costs become. We worked on the infrastructure when I was minister in order that we could have, voluminous traffic. We were responsible for all the subsea cables, optic fiber cables that were put, and then we're laying optic fiber across the whole country in order to create the infrastructure so that data can move as fast as possible. And we believe that investment in the infrastructure can help to bring down the cost, but we must also look at the taxes and other things that come with these telecommunications. It says, I can't see the name. It says, tell the story about how you send mobile phone service to the north as Minister of Communications. When mobile services came, you had the YAMS, the very big phone. I remember when Mobitel first issued phones. There was a very huge phone, and that's when the catchphrase Mita Bonting and Amekasa came up. And it was mainly in the southern part of the country. And so one of the times I went to the north, and my mobile phone wasn't working because the mobile companies did not believe that there was a market in the north. And so I challenged them, and at that time the chief executive of Mobitel, he told me that if you can get me 100 customers who will subscribe to our mobile phones, if I put a mast in Tamale, I'll immediately go and put a mast in Tamale. So I went to my friends, I grew up in Tamale, and I said, if you get a mobile phone, would you want it? Would you use it? He says, yes. So I collected 100 signatures, names, addresses, and everything, and I went and gave it to the Mobitel manager at the time. I said, look, I have 100 customers for you, so go put your mast there. And so he did. And all the 100 people or more, by the time they put the mast, there were like 300 people waiting for phones. And that is how Tamale got mobile services. And then, of course, from there, we got Ghana Telecom to also put masts in places, and then mobile services spread across the whole country. Charles Jame from Asamankasi, he says, what's the secret behind your honesty? You never fear to tell the truth to people. I think that should be at the bottom of our politics, that we must be frank to our people and let them understand what the challenges are. Because it's only when people understand the challenges that you're dealing with in government that they can empathize with you and have the ability to sacrifice in order that we all build a better Ghana. And so I'll continue to be as frank as I can. I'll continue to tell the truth to people. In the last election, I say we faced what we call an incumbency disadvantage because I knew what the economy could take. And I knew that some of the lofty promises being made, could not be supported by the state of the economy at the time. I met people who said, oh, well, MPP is promising, so you to promise anything. After all, it's the political power you want. But when you have the power and you're faced with delivery on the promises, what do you do? And so I'll always tell the truth to the people of Ghana. If I get voted to serve, I'll serve. And it's left to the people to decide. Well, it's already 1 hour, and I've enjoyed this session very much. The questions and comments were dropping so fast but I'm happy I answered as many of them as I could. As I said, this is not the last interaction. This is just the first. I'm going to try and interact with you on as varied topics as possible. Education, agriculture, economy, healthcare. And so we'll interact again. And for those of you who could not get through to me to answer the questions, I'm sure that we'll find a way of looking at your questions, and if we can get back to you, we'll do that. But join me again, and let's continue to engage with the hashtag John Mahama Live. I'll be back with you again soon. Thank you very much.
Jet Morgan ewo New York. And na Friday. Jet Morgan you ma wa request ni. We ni aja. We na ba na apo no. And na we baby bia me mo akwaba. Na Jet Morgan wa request nyo mako miensa. Emu mienu koma John Mahama ba akosi nanado dia. Enti we si ade to so ba na eno ya nanado dia wa request ama nanado na Friday. Tene akoya Friday a popular request about me boy. So ahun ya me kire no. Payo. Pacho baby bia obi ame mo akwa ba high radio go 90.5 your power station so no asugu so awutie Pampaso. Eni dwumadie no. E free sabria akwese no be ba pamu no. Ye bedi nkomo pa na nado die ni nie. Jet Morgan.
I want you to we ain't coming manifesto.
Nanado nyumia do. And Friday I say or here baby a night club ebobo so. Obusa Abuja, Lagos, ana Cape Town, South Africa. Pretoria, Johannesburg. And I never call London. Over fly and a Friday. And a Friday into Mummy and taking easy. And you must need a ja and a boy. One for Nanado, one for Mahama. Popular request from Jet Morgan, New York. The second and also the third track are requested for Mahama.
This is chapter 2 for a better Ghana. It did be National Democratic Congress. Unity.
Jet Morgan. Payo. And then Friday, me pedo me payo.
The late president.
What the popular request? What the payo la neka ho amebama.
Ramani Mahama ye, not your man Shanensa.
Ghana music producer Ben I'm never to Jet Morgan. Mama fasa kwanya wesu na me na obi bia se ekwan ba kwa na kwani asaso amofa so boye dwumadie yi nyamianim nukre ni Radio Gold ye ba online senka followers and listeners man follow ya na enka bia anka ye spirit no so ate ye gya nka dum na so ade achi ade sen matchere se mudo Radio Gold akwani asa nyina so moboka edit Radio Gold Jet Morgan ayobia Ope NDC papa titiri ni John Dramani Mahama One Jet Morgan di nkomo wa phone so na wan hwe na mo ano tia John Mahama wan he obebo so to from America na so NDC ayakan wonye member woni card
education, one child, one computer. NDC wa twene padi mamabuno.
Was support ya kwani asa nyina so spiritually, emotionally, financially, and physical support nyina. Nyankopon nhira papa na nya wonko a. I was me compile list no. Mumu bebre hono mo a ya mo mpese e bebo mudi. Oh yes, metimo ase pa de meka se Nyankopon nhira mu nyina. Emu ma ni mu mema.
Ade a ya no ntumi nya no.
Obi timi peke ne phone no afre okeke. Wose me hya moden.
Baby I told that work.
Nyankopon nhira mu nyina.
Sada.
Sanyumu maka kire madam for Michael Adangba say onya remix for 2020. Sanyumu we sunsumu wom.
Eliminating thousands of schools.
Obusa NDC for we maka kire sanyumu we sanyumu hunhum wom. Me kan say 2012 Don Mahama. Eko ho. Na ye follow campaign ko na anyum we ehye sa omo PA system na o ma hye e wo tundu achi anyum nya hye asese pena wo se agu the mic mesa kameka bi mekoso asini so akosi so be sa anyum remix.
You will get to the promised land. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ansana oh my Lord is good. I saw town for two so sao be wetter no ahwehwe aso my Lord is good. Na one more when you need na one support onyankopon my Lord is good. Onyankopon osra David mu no ma Solomon yansa my Lord is good. Now dear we are smart for Sanyankopon ni okokro. My Lord is good.
to no so. Oh, when my son, by my wedding, couldn't play no so. Everything a double. Everything double. My victory double. My blessing double. Regions in India better Ghana agenda. It is big keke. Greater crime in Yeko. Ashanti region must say Otufu. Eastern region must say Volta region me Benuka. Central region Mamudia Rehupi. President John Mahama ni rain Fimuda. Northern region will like a yelly. Upper East Yamaya Tibo. Upper West Yel Cabo. Oh, I have more me. Western region Munkuntu Numa Bafiame.
Wa kana kra anywhere nya de anywhere into akoma bibia bi wom policy achievement manifesto the rhythm the lyrics danceable and then we are missing my chiankro for pa because na Friday and you may say repeat.
This is chapter 2 for a better.
Chapter 2. Ohima amasika. Ewe michia papa. Mami Ajua Eunice. Mami Achuma Mansa. Sansoso.
Unity.
Yera Nicholas Adani. Tony Awa Sweden. Mami Becky Stone. Mino kaswabe diwo my Ghana mo. Don Franco Dubai, Silas, our Italy, Abbas, our Germany, Jack, our Germany. Yera Samaria Fe, and Yera Peter Minamo UK. Yera KK, our Denmark. When we say and now we by this time to Basimwa. Who him would say J, and now Friday, Mechia Papa, Yenia Foster, Akins. Our Achem, Yera William Kojaje, New York City, Barry, Yani, Mama Linda, Mechiamunina, Nana Sari, Sansunera Same Davis, our USA, Yera Eya Lae, who are Italy, Quadro Frederick, our UK, Emmanuel Kwesi Kumi, Yera Gabin so USA, Bakati ewo UK, Sansun Yera Ba, Keba, Awunsu Dubai, Wafasachi ewo USA, Apia, Openia Apia, ewo Germany, Hajia Amama ewo Egypt, Mami Achuma Mansa Chocho Muncho Yera Bernard wo Austria, Mohammed ewo Saudi Arabia, Sansuna Mame Arita ewo Atlanta Georgia USA, Sansuma Mame Beribash, and so ewo Atlanta Georgia wa Ma Felicia wo USA, Sansuna Rafosu and Yera Habib, Moina Mo Aye Italy. Pastor Richard, announcer Prophet Richard, was South Africa. Kojo Usu USA, Joe Caleb were Italy. Halidu the Great, Germany. Uncle Abe, Italy. Sansina Joseph Awonso were Germany. Abdulaziz, Germany. Sansina Yera Sam, Massachusetts, USA.
Eliminating thousands of schools and the
yada mwasi papa na mo support ma me say Facebook ho am na report to Facebook na wiei na me se metime acknowledge o mo a
disaka sie mi mu e wo bro half le voter onyankopon hye Moses so mfa ne man kwobo hye asase ne so na na mama ne hunu atete obredo
me hwe ye nua na mo so Facebook na
Joshua mom for man
no mo support ka ho
the Ghana President John Mahama
Steke Steven Yera Bernard Agokwe Bernard Adu, Eddie Kwame, Ayarega John, Bernard Adu again, Abubakar Issa, on them, Harris Kwabna Mwako Brown, Ninoti, Kwashi Ayabokwe, Nate Nano, Sanso Anayenua, Wala Mohammed, Patrick Owusu Ansa, Amadou Osmanu, Gun don't kill. Hey, we didn't wait here. Wanna catch us a gun don't kill. Okay, say gun at the whole noob yan to and kill it. No Mohammed runs for Kebu Achiyado Manidimbe Blaze when he capture one account to Isaka Felicia Japan Sasina Bab Silla Estella Gracila Melisento Seusu Eric Kwabnaman kwa senior bro and Friday but now you're calling low notes because we mun shadanye Yochia menua ambade so Gilbert Che Jerry Ajay Chief Boko dia Tamasantra Boko Brenda Forsai Rashad Mohammed Osman Bakay Anastasia Pat Al-Haj Alija Dogo Augustine Enoch Wadomi Awo Aye Doha Qatar Eko Ama Nekwate Vanderpool Salu Opele His Excellency Kwesi Emisa Samuel Nyameche Israel Nana Kwame Buckley Kwete Emmanuel Tete Kofi Abua Daniel Domina Ebenezer Mankunda Zachary Freedom Rosalina Tiagbe Damunyina masi Facebook Munyina mo support anyu me sa repeat bio me say na Friday nti ye kono slow Frank ni odate Kofi nyade angana wa makra anka mempon Kofi nyade aba Sanso na Kofi Obonu Modestus Kutami Gamli Jidofu Yabu Atahiru Bernard Kujo Rosalana Tiogbe Anthony Austin Shihu Anya Samuel Awayovu Ana Achumi Kiki Yochato Kra Faustina Ahiataku Ana Inna Hajia Yada munyina amase mu amajoin on Facebook na awie mu keep the fire burning na anawie menya critical thinking Sabesima aduasa apanomiensa ho enne Charles Makati samufo penyini damada obokrata the hawk oye NPP activist point of law aka Dumfukumfu aka Uguseku Wanyama intimame mwana mrane nasa anyesa oba Asemesi Sausina na ansate we are the unfortunate team member and owaha Pacho your voice note na Fabra na voice note near President Mahama and run Facebook live for call yeah President Mahama said one more banker financial institutions over 400 their bank we are collapsing no omomu nyina shedding achia nensomui mpenyinsi atina bebu nyina ani da so ho osinya kopo ya adom na Ghana 42 minute man 2020 we make sure say the first year 2021 Oba resolve a financial crisis a equal so and as a banking crisis no. Oba resolve ni na. And no President Mahama Osuma Papa Kwasindum Osuma Dr. Kobnadu Fo Osuma Ora Ire Gift ya Fenye Dazi Eni afoforo aka Wambe mokiwa mo Eye pa na osa take advantage in responding to questions ahudo bebria eye ni followers ni viewers na omo hwe eye ni nura ni Facebook live no obi bu cyber munti FM ni radio gold na President Mahama eyi no se nanado boapaye the authority is hiding behind regulations to shut down radio stations omo perceive omo say omo ye pro opposition and as omo ye anti government aya no kre no be sabusa ne say ba omi asode ya no odi watem ada be for how long na be hwama sa agama lizard edi watem President Mahama tell so no ba politics 23 years in here as a President Mahama yeti radio gold na no sura politics because radio gold is 23 years ba omi aba politics mu da ben 2008 and ye kan nyansa pa nyansa yesu politics mu a ba omi asabi oni bi te President Mahama yi na no se ono no sabi si awo tete wo wa that's our common sense now what leadership means you will not act the way about me abe act no ba o me free say o kafu na o ga na ya ka say kafu competition about me awoka Nemo President Mahama wan kase bia the followers ba o me kasa mutimi respond it ba o me ka say me na hamwa musu mutimi respond Ghana is a serious country. Yama gama lizard bia mbebo boni trinko. We chia okonse kokosechi. We medidi atem. Entena no voice note ye na fabra. Na me body ama ododo. Abrante Elvis Abiga AK Nana Praga AK Kwetu Nuboju Mede Channel as a producer. So I in charge of Huntor TV na Daru Mananya Bishop Radio Good Facebook page. Me pachama men fast da kasi ankoma kasa fidia hodo feju media iHeart Radio, Radio Box, Smart Radio, Simple Radio, Radio 21 to GH Virginia, DJ Marcus in Nedam. My tuner Danfupa Radio, our Paris, France, Asantima Radio, Los Angeles, and Nayawa Cardinal Radio, New Michigan, Radio USA, and our Spirit FM, so Pennsylvania, our USA, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, Radio Go 905 FM. Me patoba no share on your wall. Celebrate ben sanyina benya bietie. Me pacho mi dindi samo Huntor, the captain of the dress ship, Premier Igbe Mafia na mejo so. Na me say and me who story be.
Enkoye mponi let the oil flow. Enkoye mponi sing spine. Morning in a free school uniform.
Aya Martina Midu.
Exercise books teacher no double.
Oni masema Martina Midu aka.
One child, one computer. NDC work on the padi mama bunu. And you are offer youth in agriculture.
Ozi see me next week. Special prosecutor tell suspended UPA boss. See me next week.
Bamboo processing.
Hi, where there? I can't say you work JSS. Now, if you are class, now what your number one to na teacher na headmaster was see me in my office. Oko nyina no msi ekobo. Anasa Kumada Secondary School ajapo headmaster. Yako prepo nyumre. Now I been say with your own kwatena unko siadia one ma one girlfriend kwa kwehye kwa na obechemu a. No ka say tomorrow see me in my office. Unim say suspension uko fie. Enti the Almighty Number 1, the Supremo, the undefeated, the unbreakable, the unstoppable, the unshakable, the unmovable. Martin Amidu Akate PPA boss. Ajenim Ajay say, see me next week. Now unim say, sa PPA boss way. I friend sa Ajenim anyway. By the power of Ebra, you will get. Nana do Kwakufa the man for 45 a year petition against Charlotte say. Now the bar a year flash staff as be man no cash when they just conveyor bet. Now so conveyor bet it me detective who say petition and sign ye. I recommend say among won't rectify your mistakes on my no. E kodu a year Chief Justice. So fire Kufu Chief Justice kodu no no. Ono so am back pass at the big call a year PPA procurement public procurement authority. Boss for a friend James Ajenim Ajaya ene Manase Fidia Union. Akon ho say ajawo na we PPS Charlotte say we breach a procurement law. Emra de to ade no wabubuso. Papa we dia dancing crew mu bua Charlotte say kumfo. Oka hu bi ne yi Charlotte say di free ho. And you see your life. You see your life. Na mon kan tell me short say na sam na waka ne enti so do go bi no abe. Me short say a constitution in define conflict of interest. Say I define you, say I define you. Yani aka say you be define a conflict of interest.
Regions in the better Ghana agenda. It is big. Greater Grammy
and tena papa na show na makame say what dey efi Akufo-Addo so omo mo tro petition against Charlotte say ekosi Akufo-Addo so anyone who receive petition anyone who work together say omo di yi Charlotte say no omo nyina karma will serve them one by one. Karma will serve them because karma is sexy. Karma or to say oba so no a o shape bibi e fe otisi kremu a obi ahwe sa e ma nyina hu na fefo ma akra hu no mo hwe no woni so oba hu ofa wo na ma wa fefo ma akra hwe wo enye mema nkwa na hwe wa fefo ma anti karma is sexy ne hu akono we tasty no be visit mu nyina karma esa hwe wo wono na ba ko fo mpa so nche or visiting room by room, kiosk by kiosk, ghetto by ghetto, corner by corner, hotel by hotel, guest house by guest house, and to come out and visit them. Before I send a best year for no. If you are more, so much petition against Charlotte say, Equasi first half as a Akufo-Addo, Equasi or more receive and almost some young Wajuma, Etwas, Wakosi, so me Charlotte say the Frodo, me say Kama, I be visitimuna, Kama. Above sitimu nyina one by one ba kokra nuwa obefa no wadie.
This is chapter 2 for a better Ghana. It did be
Menkwatia say Akufo-Addo direct Shraj to investigate PPA boss. When the catches Akufo-Addo betimi direct Shraj Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice President to Timin directing on Timi or Daomo. You only petition and I say you refer matter because all president now is to crown a Shraj. I will to me say will probe you that daily graphic daily guide is a daily graphic right they are cut to front page and Nimgwasie Sa papa ya na fidie yi no 2002 Kufuor penso Ghana Water Company Limited fidie ni yini ja no because sabra na MPP for na was Kufuor so no ne de Public Accountability Office what no Castle was here fisam nyantumagu na si ata bonten ento ya krono a ogba krono wi ade Okufa mamomu a Oba was hey, my friend. How much? Where's the money? How much did you take? 10%. Where is it? The kickback. Who producer and one no awie asem ma bonten. Kofo no age 10% kickback. Akufo do revise increase no e dey call 15%. The oil flow. Na sa manasa azuri kwa no ne target ne nya ba PPA boss no. Na ne target ne ye say. Sa company na your friend sa TDS sa talent development or mon talent we no. Corruption mu talent. And now investigating. Through ni mu kura say sa company ni kura is being owned by the PPA boss. ASFM bamboo processing and ICT train and transportation na me wo issue with or my ne kwabna sante though oyen centroni or sha say be or practicing media na bia me wo JSS na primary cry I mean compare myself. Yes, bia wa ya chentin se bi onyansa no ya adu wonum nyansa dabi. I have problems with the kind of questions I know Busa Manasa Zuri. Some of the questions Sanya radio super. Anyway, was this kind of questions and was sent a Zoom line on phone a prako to go. Well, beside question be a sebi. So on ultimate radio sidim crofat. I can send crofo sebi. They are funny. They are acting childish and stupid. So Seme Chusu and one Kasana Wesa. The question will be some Manasa Zuri. So childish. So foolish. And very funny. By the power of Jehovah. As if so I regret it, so invite Manasa Zuri when the show so. No one that some Manasa Zura resign from because if you have these people as colleagues who cannot even open their mouth to criticize the government even when the government is going wrong. And it's over trying to show us now criticizing the government now. Or better draw attention say wouldn't be a wotie. Manasa no tidiaso. I know Shagalam Samin and Muna now granting an interview. Now, maybe go many more Marco. Tie would a question be.
It's the same thing. You are lumping together as if you are binding in an IBB when an individual and a two and among the deacon, they toss him. Say, what did you contract to a man for him is another matter that can be discussed. But don't lump it to behave, say, a buying on na what dia ABC then a buying. To start with, DNA Mao two sana moe. Na DNA na pese yenye free sana Mao to you.
What's your question now? Or my hand kwabna santi bisai no. Eh? Utie. Maminsa repeat ma obiu. Na wan kasa your critical thinking. Me say, se Manasa Azuri anasa nas bomb de me simu de me and central mu de fide no kwa yi me enyime. And central for your corrupt power Ghana but tie question of my hand kwabna santi. Ebisa Manasa Azuri.
When an individual and a two and among the deacon, they toss him. Say what did you contract to a man for him is another matter that can be discussed. But don't lump it to behave, say, a buying on na what dia ABC, then a buying. To start with, DNA Mao two sana moe, na DNA na pese yenye free sana Mao to you.
Okay, near medical. And your radio so go back as a stupid question. Say nya abaning nya who is a buying? Mumusa kwama hin kwabna santi who is a buying? Why ni a buying? Sa papa no na dinko si ho na busia panyin. Sa public procurement authority na aya wan dia. Enya buying. Wo ya adwuma ema wan enya buying. Wan na twa ne ka enya buying. Na we busa say as a buying asset yakofa ni free Burkina. Anasa adwuma no wa ya no ya ma sorry bi enya yakofa be say say more include more involve the government. What is your business? What is business? Say, and buying. America ni beka se nantwibini. And buying. Waya adwuma ma papa, and waya adwuma ma nana, and waya adwuma ma osin. Wanya adwuma ma buying. Enti na Akufo-Addo na under Mahama. ECG fodum light kwa ne di Mahama tem. Under Mahama, even NDC communicator kokase na no pakra ye di Mahama tem. And Akufo-Addo be president. Ne corruption e free Akufo-Addo no so be si ne yere so ekosi ne nananom nyina and na politics nyina ya kronfo corrupt and na mo pese obi ya corruptor yen single nipa no nya ka say on na mo nya government no. What do you mean? Aduane be na wodi e wo sori awe exercise ana woda wode wonan egu bed so na wodi ato form. Is that how nkrofo da? And then Akufo-Addo be abant mo pese mo redefine what corruption means. Mo pese mo redefine what corrupt government means. Sati another funny question bia. Sanyansa wom sanyansa nim. Mamensa enra me boy. Manase Azure kasa no owa hemfa kura. Ghana for to say and central for na be Ghana ye. Hwe. Dear munim nkrofo take position wa Ghana ane de omoye. Sa video no krawe. Me hwesenia.
Emra omampeni Akufo-Addo eba yi na ye binom ye ni age say at least ye so ye incorruptible, principled or ye no nonsense ni ade. But ene ameka say me hwa Mahama kura na oyese Akufo-Addo.
Ene a wokasa yi.
Ene ameka say.
Wo mba bia wotia wokasa ne de.
Ameka say.
Wo mba bia wotia wokasa ne de.
O tie question no. Wo hu ba bia wotia wokasa ne de. No ti wiem. Anaso ateposo. Ana galamse amnam. Ano ate bomba latre. Ahona no tie. Tie question obi sa no. Ebro ka say Mahama. Once again, tie. A plus kwa ka mo se mo wonka.
Ntintina emra omampeni Akufo-Addo eba yi na ye binom ye ni age say at least ye so ye incorruptible, principled or ye no nonsense ni ade. But ene ameka say me hwa Mahama kura na oyese Akufo-Addo.
Ene a wokasa yi.
Ene ameka say.
Wo mba bia wotia wokasa ne de.
What is sabi asemisa no? Je say wa betna wa tontam wa kantam kese wa betna ka se de Mahama kura ye na yesene Akufo-Addo enti unim ba bia wotia wokasa ne de tie sa hai
kura na oyese Akufo-Addo.
Ene a wokasa yi.
But ene ameka say me hwa Mahama kura na oyese Akufo-Addo.
Ene a wokasa yi.
Ene ameka say.
Wo mba bia wotia wokasa ne de.
I have written about this. There's an article Ameka say me cite a particular example. And I'm saying Akufo-Addo yerempo say always oyi between Mahama and Akufo-Addo. He will select Mahama.
Now we Ghana ni na se wo follow bi ti say o man Kwabena Asante na wo believe na wo hope. So o man Kwabena Asante will be part of the journalists we Ghana ha or more fighting against corruption. With this kind of questions I will be say. Now you still be hoping say we be lead now what check government no from corruption. You have to think twice. Me say Ghana central way, in central for enyo munyina but do no about 90% corrupt. About 90% corrupt. Ghana central for the do send timiti sika to car. Sa omo cars omo didam Tundra V8 and in the account Ghana central for the do send and omo salary etimo omo to car edem. They are corrupt. And for the to car no politicians. Do you fear them? Do you fear them? Do you fear? Do you fear them? Do you fear them? Do you fear them? Do you fear them? Do you fear them?
My brother, come on.
Do you fear them? Chop your own matter. Do you fear them? Over double crata, the hawk, or editorial. Uno bia mumushie. Three of us.
And the editorial.
Editorial.
Sammy's corner. Mama Sammy.
Our editorial, I know. Editorial 2 hours. 3 hours. Oh, that's it.
Editorial be
Mobaba. Mo Maya tea for Tias say. Ghana and Central for. Nyina. But do not corrupt.
Tell you your time of the bay editorial.
Oh, Sammy, ya number didn't know. Omahini kwabrasa ntia okani ho asemi. Omahini betna V8 mu face. Ye born no be yase. One man V8.
I don't know.
Mama. And this
one no Captain Smart when you when this for.
Omahini ko Mahama Fia on freno.
Timbo Rao.
Odru a ye mano. E manu ram. Wa wote ha ko we
Mama
no
Dabi
if you walk on
friend
didn't birthday we go
amam for money na
birthday no me invite me ko
amam for money ni
makati ko
amam for money ni wasa and I see onyobia
me I don't care about the relationship
you got to care
makati to add to wait
hold on let's have discussion hold on answer let's have no yeah anya market yeah nidwa let's have discussion me kan waka na waka that's it me the entire me casa Ghana Central for is corrupt no me angela me free ba no some yan central ni me yan central me tia me to jeni gentia me angela me ba no it's not about relationship wa journalist be any politician be what any another matter sebia NDC ehun se ha radio station way a no go area for NDC now still and they have good relationship with them behind the scene that is their business menya ho na me dia me hwe ni say obi akwa ye undercover ni ache kronfo say na waka ho asem na obi bebusa sebio that kind of damn question say woni ba bia wote ne de ye ne say aban obi na akwa ye me ho na me conscience wo ba say Omahin kwabna santitimi bowra Ibrahim Mahama fie ekotwati ano timi kwa president Mahama fie ekọ for lunch ana sapa no eno another matter
see ayenokracy another matter ba mpanyifo se asemi safo
ebi
asemi pono anya sa net
enti asemi safo na ko bi asemi pono ba nya epono na memi wo mu dan na mi wo mu na
botre ona wo semra ground rules out divide and say
obi kasa
me na me regulating to ya me
we say hanya makanta
do you are the point is that asama wudi abano enkomodie between two people and the two people ni Manasseh Azore awoni Azore eni Omahene Kwabena Santia na o tie dwamu a na ototo Manasseh ano faze ena Manasseh kasi to say between Akufo-Addo and Mahama, Akufo-Addo are fighting corruption. Esene Mahama are fighting corruption. Esene Akufo-Addo. And now, when correct and say, "Oni mabia what na o kasa asem na nyo can as if say, is he sure about what he's saying? Is that not it? And I may draw attention to the fact say, Kwabena Santina o kasa asem no, hanu fever, or you be a NDC Mahama a chen V8 and your man contract V8 muda. You come from Hot FM or Barbara Bonnie na mua Kennedy
no so Barbara Bonnie
na funu si bo fruit nyina no na nye Mahama no mu a anka ono on track V8 muda ono ma che V8 eno wete no won so they say omo ye corrupt anka omo timi nya V8 man bi is that not it and I may catch her will say, "One I would see the day no, and I ship to captain of the ship, and I then."
So you are introducing another issue.
I'm not introducing another issue. We are talking about Kwamina Sante.
The same issue now broadening.
I'm only broadening the base. I say I'm only widening the base. Now Atimia City was down who see no one see foundation here. A bebu. You get it. Kwamina Sante called John Dramani Mahama Fia or Mopunu. Who run as and when he wants. I'm a deep birthday or not to from. Wanyana will not to dinner tema. Una out and what is your beef? That is the point I am making. What is your worry?
You see, I had a disagreement. You can only take me on.
I'm not taking
but you can't take me on Diamenkai.
I'm giving you information.
No, you are not just giving information. You are taking me on something I have not said. I haven't said it. One, me say. The kind of relationship will be on mine in Kwamina Sante. Many maybe almost shall say free. Say you good, say you better, and I don't know. Obinim Chewana Sumpashia. So that is not my business. To me, that is not my business. Jameme can about Manase Juma Wakwakoye. As a young journalist, saying our resources are. We should be able to do more than even the Manasa Zuriaye. But yen to me no nakoya bano na yebebus and this kind of funny questions that's my concern. But with my maybe relationship with Domahama
on that score, you know, say as Uti we a host now you must play the devil's advocate. Why I say questions you are asking questions not because of self or personality, but because
we're angel advocates. We're angels advocates.
Question now would full sanity and then quite the issue. The issue need to be room.
All right.
The issue need to be room. But me catch up. Not for two team. So between wo and your mind, Henry Kwamina Sante or di mama attempt. So I'm a corrupt no. My man fat then to 12 Kufado no. Or come home a fear or mopunu. Or notify. Okay. Or quiet dinner word too.
Yes, you one.
Oh now Ebia. Why you now?
So you are giving me information.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
That is it.
Okay. All right.
Now
you have given me information. So all right.
Sammy, I don't say your time. Yet I go near back.
So Casara so Casantimuka.
There be no me general and Tamunti. Sammy, I'm saying now, when the Macatons and Pimby prayer, now your June could be back. What you say? Na saa asem we na mechiro se nentia o ma hin bi se Manase se wunim bebe wote no wunim asem se wo de betwima na na opesi o kakachem opesi o kire ne se edwuma mu hia bo mu ye in 2016 no aba ne se na de ono wo dwane wakoko gina bebi na wasen abetena the same platform now mu use ye ede ye Mahama ye
no
sa na menti ase tie okay o se wunim bebe wote no because multimedia hia agenda say they change agenda or move cabo to Mahama no because of corrupt and a Manase ya champion move no near Mahama yena nyonye yenyo kabo mu ofuntum frɛ tamacho se Manase se menin samba it will be difficult so me kra mekabi because of nyama waye me di ade ba me sha se mpese me maintain me stand ne saa akọ wahu enti kom Omahina Sante do twina adwena gye se wo fo buei edwuma ye say adwuma na meguso me da mentin koyinta ya me won say na wa ampa na wo kase Mahama kra ye adwuma sin because ye Kwabra Sante was obi a wo si wasa o ye corrupt o ye sie no ena no wa watwa ho ba baka kire Ghana fo say ono kra ye ade sin na adu yi nti wo kai bebe wote no o kai ne nkola bi o kai ne daachi o kai ne adwuma bi o mo ba ye anu te me kan ndisi fo ankase ne duru bebi a se wudi o matam na wo ye adwuma tie ma na o mani je ho Mankasa ye ndisi edwuma na nkasa papa na nkasa wo won ndisi fo ni mfie omo ane na ye metena se medwum hu se we ntum se ya rio se ye due bow se ya mane hunu se ye hyebrew me huni ne ntikro no omo ankasa ye ndisi edwuma na nkasa no omba ye nsamkyerefo abu ndisi fo omo nyehwiu omo ku omo hu ye edwuma ma ndisi na nkasa no ndisi fo mpanifo ntumi appreciate omo edwuma mo ye na mmom no omo da bia mo so pa omo nga ma hinkwa kwesesi sakase bebre kroma
on presenters so when this if na to cars mam nkrofo mo kan news pa atwi mu no mo di mahama atam na de bia na chief of staff to cars mam to mo de mo akasa to mo aso ma ja atum se wiase yo mo bai Ghana no omo nye citizens o mo ye spectators to mo bekoso ayom ne o masa ayom ankasa o masam enye ono ne na ye bebe nti onu ni tro ma hin twe na adwengina so no no twe na because enye ono o ma hin ni shosu ena obeba batere na obi aminu hia ya ka bom ya ye adwuma ye tu abambie gweda abambie abamane ye hia ye didi wo ho ena de mimi didi ne de wakọ position wasa akọfa ho we se wo beye bibi fufuro opese o kire ne se so wanhwe ne o ye ne ya obekọ akọfa bakan ono omahin no so to bi san o prompting kekese wo kai woni be platform we wuti woni se ha na bi obetena ase na okan ya okan ka obe je o mo akan bo man pese o kire se emfa wo saka agro what you say emfa metomi siyo
kuma meseme highlight
emfa ukumkum emfa meseme mayi no sa no pese o twena agin e de agina bibiri so say game ni say wo gye abo a ye mu bim ye desu wo mu ye bo enti ka ye kakra wa ye di no ama ne ma bo hen sa keke no pese o kire na enti me de enye wi na me say na makati so kan no wa wunim we ndisi fuyi na omo ankasa o masam na ma hin show na ankasa wokan ye be pon show na hwe se MPP fo ne kasa wi na NDC ne ba kasa hwe se na ye oye time ne kono fa so a opon ni show na munye sika NDC fo ne nye sika we de ma mo fa no so o mo media houses na o mo nko so sa be ko ready no o mo actions na ade approve ama Ghana fo bi no hu se mo nye citizens wo kroma ibinum spectators ankasa wo Ghana ne ekoso ne ekode bia MPP fo ba kana ne mo mbaye na sabi omutu gina ho mo yewe minim se ye baba mana mahama asam no so
ya baba ya na issues na mienu PPA
ka bi wo ho ni meka de akwakofa ono no so
mate PPA ana afi president mahama no an live broadcaster wo ye na answer na me sebre ma me nyusu maximum 30 minutes ye mo wo ye enu 30 minutes nenu obehemanim ye mo voice note first half na
30 minutes
no na yentie voice note ayenu amso dia ba na afei yentoa dwumadie no so first one from Hajia Amama, Egypt.
Sami, good evening. To say I hope Sinyami out the Mohoye, the Yamiasi. The Mama Yamin Shan, Yamin Kan, Yamin Bon home, and no one who is from Kong. 2021 about power and a waiting berry store banks, Gugu. Ghanaians, I am more. A human who are him far. Nti papa yom na na be Ghanaians for nu mo ni bebe obi yankopon insurance no nka no ba sa menyum de me papa o de mama nyum ne die na requesting patch up na they are sending me that same
Huntor, good evening. We did this out here, Miss Way, Mohammed, Saudi Arabia, which are pound for a benina. Someone told me, Simon, where the Susun won. Meaning the entire new was 2016, one fine campaign. No, 2 new were 2 baby cofa, such a tawale new fuya, the end is go opposition. In fact, 2020, where there are some man where all money and onion remiss. Cause man when you more board 2012 pa sanyum we na susu bom aso hwe nyum cover 2016 erom ko position samunto masema nanka sanka se misrawa kache yewrajo mama say yesrano your friend say Facebook for wo say o contribute e vote ni mu de but ye ma menum ye nananom no wan ko school no mo nkurase kwakora for farmers no ne ade no wo mu no omso hunya pa hunya
Pampaso family me pesa me de suggestion bi eba na ye kan ho bom na ye create platform bi na ye contribution.
I may say this were audio is not meant.
Good afternoon. Me dinde Habib me kase free Italy why. And same ye beda wase. Why are there money juma? Then ultimately recognize you crop for new listeners new chese some boy juma kasa. Na me shirawo. Na ye beko enyu asem na President Mama. De be Facebook live na. Sammy, it is real. Obi Nana Ogu Ejuma the first. Nana Ogu Ejuma the first. We could financial institutions over 420. Dang. And who dream Crawford who dream the ripple effect ebenya the society and you know President Mama or see it is a national security threat. It is a threat. Just say ye trem nana President Mama what yes you should have learned. So be sure no instead of what you are disgracing yourself and corruption ajibe bia bon corruption just a baby bon corruption and the Ghana done the laughing stock in the international community and then obedient me nkasa me blame you obia me blame the youth you are there and you are telling the civil society to talk. You are still telling Christian Council to talk. Mostly your former say Muslim Islamic Council for Nkasa.
Could just predict me. I'm a man of Mubuno, I know the mom. I'm a man of NPP, I know the Banga Mubuno, one idea. So, or mine, President no one stands a good bank. The old good bank is Kana, or Modi or Man, I share an answer. And the customer how money bank near Mana. Almost is a woman, I know more, or man can give you a Mutia, I don't know. Almost can I ship an answer, and what's your mama. The only person I have quality. Or money can only but you know, uncle, so you know, a diet. So that's one thing of Mugu Bank because you Bank. Ugubanga, I want to say I saw when you call. So when you come here, right, no one knows by any quite before, but you know, I saw Ugubanga with that, which Ubiaka, on the Ubiaka. Ugubanga, man, and drink of vodka.
Hello, Huntor. Yamia Sunju in Cow. Only Huntor team Nina, really good. Yamia Sunju in Cam and every. The bonfire send me Abasani and Kosua, Brenia Brenina, and Yakasia, Ewomoso, animal to be aso. Abasabi Abaman, Homene so etiam, my domino, ever years to demo. Hunter D for Richard in South Africa. Hunter, a Samo, a Sempan, a Dahosanwa. Yedi Diagrono. Mesam no mefane bako ba ne edika no Hunter. Ya papa John Dramani Mahama papa no abeye bi pen eno emitie no life ti so kasa wieye na niema okaye nyina nso ebia ni wenim we dia se question say e ba nyina no 2 million na wa ye den wa kire si ye den 2 million e ye den e wo so Huntor ne kura wo mini say inshisha ya na eda ho a efa banking sector no ho no bisa MPP aban se san hihye no sasika no e ba abre na ye di siesie ye banking sector bisa say sasika no mo ye den.
Hello Huntor, good afternoon. Huntor mechia radio good chief nyina Huntor nyame enka ho nyame hwe wo so omo ho ban onwa o odi free ni ofi bam nyina nyame ma ho ban efi se enye ye ne Ghana fo na enye oye ne MPP fo akrabi fo omo a moja ampo mutim agwemmone omo a ami nipa wuo anase awudie ye omo te se like okun akokọ akoye nkwan MPP fo na ene omo nya nyame ma omo ho ban na onyu firi MPP fo awudi fo no nsemene tambia wadi fe no ofi bam efisem kofo we omonye ma wa ba ge so be kan no kre tambia ne ko so Ghana bia ba me yahu ba me yate no omoda omon na kra nti omo prane ne me bia sembo ya ombenya nti nyame na anyi mfi omo nsem Huntor itia opa Huntor there's a mama in fact no many g efise Huntor mbisa question wa sense ya u study politics ya your mama ba mu no wa nkasa da bia u follow your mama ne kasa ni ye wa hu se ne buafuda mi hu se pede mama ne buafuda o if say mine no o ye different papa no ye different nyame header born different
hwɛ the way papa yi fa so kasa kwanya fa so kasa I mean asɛm no ɛyɛ abufu sɛm sɛ deɛ yaa papa no wa abotire bi wɔ akoma bi a wohwɛ ni ma wo hu sɛ asɛm a wɔka ne buafu kɛsɛ ɔnyɛ bibi ma nipa hu sɛ ne buafu I mean papa ntum sɛ wɔnim the way a nipa kasa ɛna wɔnim the way a yɛsi yɛ dɛn ɛtena nipa anim mpanyinfo anim nkwalaa anim ɛyɛ debate papa no nyame nhyia no nyame na de ne ma Ghana na me dia hope say 2020 Ghana for better and number
sabe and that's pa lawo de nyankopɔ onko so nhyira wo saa abasi yoyo ni hwɛ sabe ɔman hini ya wabɔ na asɛm so emi de papa sa ɔman hini we NDC for economic forum chese otimini obi ni tena radio so condemn the deal matem so useless you know mkoye na apart from abujinapo obia de okan bia useless the same thing and say NDC for epremresi hu asem muntaka asem ya oman commerce anti the asem waye ni general say NDC for baba jama frɛ na wa chechire mu say enye the whole thing na just one constituency bi no wa chechire mu Oman commerce anti-kati obi don't call him if I so be any so and friend no aye baba jama say obia onim the left and right cry then no be no say yemfa assembly for government God will punish that stupid idiot.
Mr. Huntor. Yes, good evening, Don Frank near Dubai. Nyamishira one mapa Ghana for a show ni no mo mutio nyina mechia my new friend awo Netherlands Jones Della mechia ono so nana ma ese me nka bibia but me pese be ka bibi fa oman me kwame asante ho ke enya wanwa se yesi na fun se bu fruit ke onyankopon wo de bia me kasa se me chie me na for say onyankopon so obo no hu se onye nipa papa bia da chia na wa hyɛ wo so say na ɔman hin o sɛ hwan no what's that tini na afon aye what's that ni jadon ya hyɛ ne so no sɛ wo pe bibia ka wo no ho a wobenya ne ti wobenya na afon hwɛ sɛbi asɛm a wo bisa manasi nyansa sɛbi nyansa ben pan de wo sa kwahia wo bisa yi nti your friend say school of journalism no say sisie no omo hwehwɛ mu yie pa omo say omo school omo say omo ye journalist no say hwehwɛ mu yie pa bebre wa omo anko school bia omo ko gina mfikyire no omo ko school no omo say omo ko school because oman no kwame asante o say wan no asem obisa no menim say sebe Ghana journalist bia nyansa ewo ne tirim ebe bisa sa question obisa no na wo say bisa ne say onim bebi a wotena wo bisa sa asem no wo ka sa asem no ai bebi otene ni mu studio MPP for headquarters na ote MPP headquarters no ote enye sa radio station na fence Canada Japan ko tena o didi Ghana for atem no.
Captain, good evening. But you want to say nyame adom ho ye. Nyame nhyira wo ene adwuma pa wo bo eboa Ghana man. On say adibi wo ho a ya na eya. Na de mehu ne say Bible say wo hwe Matthew 23 verse 25 wa. Wo ka Yesu wo kasa no wa ye wo se mo Falasifo nya atwofo. Some huru kuruwa ehu na emudie efinko aso ho ni nyina ne se nipa no na dwene na ama no so na wono aso wo satie ni playback ya obehu so waye mistake o man he kwam na sante no so journalist mo dwuma no na respect wo mo pa bet now obi ade na funa mo ntino sebi because mekase obi a na ze maka waka ho bai enti na mato 7 ebi mu bi ni wo mo furu na mo ntino ama respect nhyeda enim sa abri
Same Huntor ichia wa enyumre nyame asomdwe nkan okukudrufo ubo adwuma keba ni kase free Dubai Same President Mahama nyame nhyira no baby Ghana edu no eni da so ni na no ɔno na esi ne so sɛ nyame bafa ne so na wɔbɛyi Ghana for every situation a yɛwɔ mu sisi ayi na MPP for yɛ ho sɛ ɔmo pɛ na ɔmo yɛ nipa ɔmo pɛ na ɔmo yɛ Ghana for President Mahama te so appointee kɔ yɛ bɔne a ɔno na yɛbɔ ne din ɛnɛ deɛ ɔmo se appointee yɛ bɔne a yɛ appointee na yɛ bɔne party nyɛ bɔne president nyɛ bɔne nyame hwɛ yɛ nyinaa na journalist ne deɛ ɔmo ngye sika na ɔmo nkata bɔne a ɛkɔ so no ɔmo nkata so na me deɛ de bia me ka sɛ me a meti ai BBC Ghana menya target because obi ani me but mu journalist na mo Ghana mo nka no kura no obi a hwɛ mo obi ani baby a mo nnwuma ne mo fiefie wo enti BBC Ghana there's no way mo betimi escape
me say Ghana nsɛnkyerɛfo ɔho ebi no tiri mo den paa o ebi mo hwɛ ɔma hene Kwamana Sante a na ɔyɛ adwuma Radio Gold me say mo de mo bɛhu Ghana nsɛnkyerɛfo bi ɔmo ebi no ɔmo awieyɛ kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo awieyɛ bɛyɛ tan ɔmo awieyɛ ɛnyɛ fɛ mo de yɛ mmɔ mpa mo de yɛanhwɛ bibi yie na sɛ friends ɛn 2020 abato a yɛkɔto yi yɛtu wie MPP lusu ɔmo mpene sɛ ɔmo bɛgye mu na ntɔkwa nsi na nkrɔfoɔ nyinaa bebree nwuwu a na sɛ ɔmo lusu ɔmo gye mu bɔkɔɔ na sɛ Ghana kɔ so biribiara kɔ so a mo bɛhu saa nkrɔfoɔ ɔmo hwieɛ obi anku ɔmo na ɔmo hwieɛ bɛyɛ tantantan bi paa ɔmahen Kwamana Sante no mo Kwame Sefa kan no mo your friends and tikɛseɛ baako bi a mo sɛ yɛfrɛ no Kwame Nkrumah o tikɛseɛ o sɛ den o and you know them you know those kind of journalists wicked lying journalists mo ni mo na mo bɛhu ɔmo nyina ɔmo hwieɛ asɛm American wo de mo fan to baby mo fan san baby no mo ho hwɛ ɔmo hwieɛ bɛyɛ tantan bɛyɛ sɛ tantan mo de yɛhwɛ nyame bɛyɛ Evekasa.
Yada say memo be 5 more na fe yen cross over na yemeto so we be saba be bobi ma sanso ana yenua Barry wo USA New York or sisame adopt another song it should be played before and after critical thinking. I will call you tomorrow bro. Payo yada say Barry so we jet more competition. Jet Morgan no afana na do de no afa President Mahama de na afana na do de no so say me pay bi ma papa kwasindum say da be ya me market no e be kese
Chembio TF Denmark.
Oh TF Denmark me compile list no number no escape me wia after the show no I'll make sure so I will add it to the list no say da be ya when enye boapaye Denmark that wo Denmark and na yura kiki so Denmark da mo nyina mase
Hello, good afternoon someone Huntor nana kwati ni Kumasi atonsu area so the American say Radio Gold monso my ade say bra we nyina ba no monso mabama mu ye da tiefo nyina se titru ona wa brochiri ene Ghana ha na the American say brochiri for no mo betimi dia boa ene say omo so beka ka kire omo busuafo omo Ghana we bia kan sene omo tie program ne nsem ekoso omo tie no omo kan kire omo busuafo a omo Ghana if say sene Ghana aye din to the extent say ne data ne ade no ne bo no wo soro nti say omo tie program a omo tan he say Ghana for mako na e bia omo follow program no ana omo tie bi yehu say dodo na ye nuanom a mo wa abrochire no nti mo so de mo be ye ne say mo nuanom a mo Ghana no mo modien say mo be ka de mo tie because some de bebre o mo kora mo tie abra Ghana for na e wa ha na
okay yeah that's papa any suggestion also the aba Chief Morgan mi kuram twitwe mi hwiri so mi nkunim de mi hwiri so mawade na mi hwiri so Pampaso 1 2 3 1 de na du no so ye nuan de free Germany de ba say Kwabra Sante or the most useless and unethical presenter journalist I've ever come across. We the Kwabra Sante one I used to do NDC for Kwayi, I will say a useless into me. I will allow this kind of comment. Yes, be I'm entertaining, but they are learning from you. Because NDC for the who say, oh, I dream Munanyan be an useless. And to way, Penin in the message for Germany was Kwabra Sante is the most useless and unethical presenter stroke journalist I've ever come across. He has a useless head and doesn't use it. Doesn't use it to think. Nah, but rather think from his big stomach. Tony Montana, Germany. Yeah, some more. Well, mother Betty, may know. Sarah Bapenyi Isaac Yani, our USA. Some more fire on no mahine. Papa, Mr. Crawford, I'll follow the Juma. You are Shem Crawford before. Shankrofo bufu ache pa na yenua ochre Asante Efidiase.
Good afternoon. Now here there, Mediana ochre Asante Efidiase. Same na I know ex-president Mama His Excellency and come out to train efa saba omianse nsebi no. Ba omia de na ni na nti o same. Eni na nti na MPP for no so sorry na omo ye ni yedum na ono nso wo ye. So we na MPP for no ebo mo nsem man sa eye no said abeka om ne kan de no de omunya ne yedum onim se Asante for no omo ogro no kaka me kan we say no so same we can say sa bank say gugu Ghana MPP for do omo say president Mahama so same dum so eno Mahama na edidum so ba Ghana enso so obetom a ohia ya wo solve ye no eno de mo je credit nze a momu da mo solve dum so
ya da se yenu enso de free Italy na ba
Sani me pacho Aigbe Mafia. Good evening, how are you? Well done. Mr. Baby, I'm very busy. I'm at work, so I'm hiding inside the bathroom now before I'm doing this thing. This one is not part of your program, but I want...
Okay, I say it's not part of my program, so it means I will listen it privately. I hear no Bru Jawahanti. Meti Kafra say a voice note no bar. Minya time I won't say brain into minya time because nya introduces our voice note about a network and a nice line as well. We are zooming sending for the program and into this kind of mishaps no eba forgive me. Yera Nicolas Adani.
Huntor, we dear and that dear wing master Makati mentor pa be we dear my disappointed. Usumsumuna ne honhom na now de kasado. Dear master Makati be ya and say will be doom sunsum no. Na dear na nya adwen kra. Will be doom sunsum if he say send your relationship with that Mahama ne Kwabna Santin Tembia and doesn't matter. On my Ghana near Kahwasem na corruption koso. And now on my hand as so big relevant questions. No one miss relevant questions, no. It doesn't matter on a Mahama relationship. Ghana for the year petty so baby questions are a task. It's one miss questions are a task more. It doesn't matter on the Mahama relationship. My venture no.
Okay, yeah, that's Papa Ira Nicolas Adan. My mom we here for now one way the area into a discussion. So they are about need the baby no and also in the course of the program.
Aigbe Mafia Arafat name the word French. Na say me call me ba Ghana kakra. Eno na mbedrie. Yankopo adom. Me hoye na mo so mo hoye de. Na kakra me kan say. Mama kasa. Wakasa. Na nyansafo bia no. Won kasa bebre. Nyansafo. E kaso bia nyansani a. Enya afi na obetietiamu. Aye de ansa na amafo so ye nyansani. Zenran nasam no bono tofa kakra bi eso aba efimu apie no se obia befa dia ene Ghana anka yawie na bank is no or say oba dia your bank is ni bi wo no ma oba dia ene ma ne nya na jo say obema sa bank ne kura ye adwuma first bank papa kwasi ndu bank no because papa na ye no ho motro mojo nipa anoda Ghana MPP ba na ode no ho bata mo wo papa kwasi ndu ubenya usika nyina NDC ba power odon sesi ubo NDC co opposition na wa ho katasumu muaso wa ho like
that's yenua the fobisu de aba producer say be 45 minutes me claim free on afi discussion side
the first and the abaka in fact President Mahama the conference no here it was clear, the difference was clear. President Mahama, when it comes to ideas masa Akufo-Addo enye na afakra ni Mahama wom say Akufo-Addo enyi bam asin Mahama, but how smart one is, how fast the mind works by their oboa. I tell you, the man is on top of issues. Asema walking, he knew what he was talking about. And yes, our ideas, he's able to put it into practice. And we need a leader like that, generational leader who can help transform the society. Not obe a papa penyina wo baby a wodri wo entro ko hwie na wo de baji tumi hwe se de ekoso proye me hu papa penyina che se wa po nani edi sika chire sada sika bi Akufo-Addo bedi bi na wo Mahama tan bibia obi aye bibia na e de aso ano wo tan pro yi bi aba wo kan ho no de na wa hyada amanfo ahyada ka bibi se wo de wo nka ho proye ko su bi Akufo-Addo ka ho
that's Foster Sweden your cost this na one kaswa nitia commando himself Tony ho
Huntor micha Ghana fo nyina gaomnya ne Akufo-Addo mo nka ho wonim endra President Mahama waya de pa we boot for boot part 1 na enye we pe yebe continue say yebe ma ewiasi ahun Akufo-Addo ni gbaomia amambo boni eni nyansa omu fi se omu wa nyansa na kokkohwe amremu a atecha fori ho ma adwinyi nyina aya atecha aye pacha won se President Mahama no nyansa pa wasi a national security threat nukre se ugu obi adwuma wama police ni na nka so o guarding ni pa be 2 no wama ni be fa ni pa be 20 na police ni ba ko be fa ni pa be 20 wadwe because wo ugu adwuma manfo free adwuma makomudi amanfo enti national security for no say an wama pressure ba omuso ekomudi wo mu ene ma ekoso Akufo-Addo na ban omu ndwen anu no ho one month na si amfa no ho adwene o ade we bi to Obama President Obama the same title no was solve that issue without even collapsing banks. Akufo-Addo na buy no it say masa
Tony yada say sikache also USA and odene dey aba me boss sikache dey wi aka 1-2 pe 2 na ye wie.
Hello Huntor mi chiawo tifo sikache na ekasai Huntor Akufo-Addo nye corrupt I don't know corrupt appointees so ye kache na enti Akufo-Addo onye magana Oba be amassing wealth for his family and friends and that is exactly what we say Huntor Tiwe mwa eno ani say Akufo-Addo must go 2020
Shikache yadas papa last but one way from Italy and the final one will be and also from Italy Tiamko Italy too yewie.
Good afternoon Mr. Huntor do Calibni Mikasafri Italy Enra Unipa former president Mahama Wakasa Onyanseni former president Mahama Wakasa Sremu Srejata Enra Wakasa na inui nkwa ne betimi yi na no esa ne se jata bom wo kwaye mu a esa ne se oye asorobo enti no onu mpia na etimi yi na no na oyi na no nso no not soro en oyi na no so ye bema obesi fam no ni na ehia 1-on-1 so betimi anya ba bi ejina esa ne se ehunti obejina ba bi no oyi na no.
Wow. That's a sampa no aka no. O be ma si fom bra. Na fa be woso na yenhwe. Final one from Italy. Ludumienko. Okay.
Same. Mama Juma o. When wa pamfo nyina. Nse mo ho ye nyambe bo mo ho bane. Kwamna sante tie ni program bebre. Once me bi kan sem bi chiro. Oso ta kasa ase no. Na kufu adu ni pa bi wa be dina chi bi woni be guase. Kwamna sante de na start no. O kwamna sante bia ye adwuma ya babo na ba so obusa ne se be bi ote o kasa ase no ni be bi ote. Kede Japan betina studio di watense won fun se bo fruit. No wo sere won tima nka hwe anche no. Kede Japan betina studio se Ahmed Suare wuye no. Oba studio no be di mu nyina aten wo ho. Mu gya no mani di aten won tima nka hwe anche no. Na bia koye media ba bonti because of na kufu ado ho. Na de yete corruption ya appointment ni pa de ma de ye mo kufu ado dini. Kwa masante enyo no a Muhammad oti akonya so no. Light of yebo Muhammad ni. Bibi ebesi bia ebo Muhammad na de kufu ado be di akonya nti ye fa bia mata no ho. Na kufu ado ye kromfo nti ni poso to ye di masante ni ye kromfo bia ni yonko kromfo ko to bi koyi a oda be nkwa no kurom. Kwa masante ye kromfo nti sa na obeye. Na wo kana Japan be trust du atete won funu se bo fruit enya papa mu ti se wo akana Japan tu se kana Japan atemo di ni se ndc ni bi ni dik comme santi atema kon ka so no court ko de me court be kana Japan di na te no te horse enya no a na wo de ye bompa ye se yankopon kitekita ye sare 2020 na ne nto ba ni wi na konyane dania ye be ko no fa so be trust du aye adwuma me da wase nyame nka mu na mo nya adwuma ye frɛ papa ya me ka se free teri.
Yeah, that's Manche and run your birthday. Belated happy birthday. Now, honestly, I was a Kwabna Sante and Obi will soon. I'll see we'll meet their meter soon. And che ombesho mumita. And tini belated happy birthday. Pampaso ana wasuguso uti. Mino kasei abeja for ajo meja awa say yeah shase e the free president John Dramani Mama running live Facebook live programmer or yeah interaction on Ghana for ni wiase nyina enyaye no ye be hyase for ye wia na ye de aba PPA box wa Martina Mido aka say see me next week in my office.
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
Ako, confidential. Ya do me ho. Na ya die bi na ba hye me so ajeje. Me die tia ma hudo so nyina. E so ankosi aga. Ente me de yare ya na bi me ko wo mu. Oh, na wenti na wuti a wudi aboboi. Ah, wusi wu be wi. And netika wa here e de koto adaka. E be nkasa. Mesra Ghana fonti and a divine gift holistic clinic aba. He, ya die bi e ha wo bia. Fabra na so ye. Ya die bi ti se e sitre yare, e tridi yare, akoma yare, koko, stroke, typhoid. Na e ba no massage dia. Quintai, yensan. If it's on na akwadare mu abimu. Na eni jeseme wom kura ne se. Abefofo ma bebei. Ah, beda structure so. Yenhwe mojem, yenwo panie. Ono ni sa time no kwa wo. Wokọ ya. Ohwe woni kosua. Ene wo junsom. No ho yare a e ha wo. Se yare wo adwemu, honam, sunsumu. Odi organic medicine. Obo ade ha ma ene nubre ya. Ene ode be se yare. Enti yare bi e ko so bu etete 1 for when it Divine Gift Holistic Clinic. Quintai, Abani in terms of Awa 2. No one saw ya be a to Abrabo, Eddie Amawo. Best of friend of my 0543 58 17 19 and 0509 40 49 42. For when it Labura Camp Pantua, Police Barrier now, Quintai. She is the human scanner.
I love Radio Gold 90.5.
Yeah, that's on your time. I got the Pampaso Radio Go your power station soon as you go so with him. Patch off your Facebook about more than na share ne follow your program ne like your page and so na nyame be shira. Yam Mongram and President Mahama first time. Who is a politician of his caliber. Ebeko Facebook Live na what taking national matter. We're addressing and for questions, general questions coming across. We are at home Edeba na or responded. They didn't come Charles McCarthy. The idea, say President Mama Beko Facebook Live no crano saying and I was near one. Then the second one we are looking at issue already here, the banking sector crisis solution. About we prefer or just say is not the best. Na 1990 crane be by the resolve it now bar. The first year and we make sure so be first any way. Or responding to question Munti FM Radio Good dia ebemu and some other related issues are nina ebemu saying and I was you.
Sami mamin chao na min chao tifu. Mamin chao Francis. Na main kan say Ochina ndisi for koto aba. Ndisi ni bi a otie me se o to aba o do mi kwa benya. Mema we remfi early claim akurugu. Tumano oni monim ona betimi aboam e wo no. Makanisa wie no. Na about topic for the day. Mama, I know, like Facebook Live. I think social media has come to stay, and a key integral part of your daily activities. Though, we are away on the continent, and see engine to move fully because of our poor internet connectivity and what have you know.
And the cost of internet.
Yes, a fact say Obibia visit Facebook, if not frequently, if not on daily basis, at least every 2 days we will go Facebook or what is happening on social media. The good thing is we be on Facebook a store. It is kept there for you. Even after the program. I'm trying to say, for traditional radio and conventional radio, so no can ya. It will be very difficult getting the voice to listen to. But on social media, no, it is easier for you to retrieve the voice and follow. And make it easy for party boys and girls to comp aspect of it and share. So I say, you know, I think say as an innovation, a laudable. Share a month for na or more share live for na zinga wala 71K. At the time I'm share, you know, now 71K. So if you have 71K watching instant.
On the place of last night before I connect 80K.
Yeah, that's me cut out number measure. You find 71K, so you can imagine the number of people who are reaching the shares and what have you. It's a bit continue. It's a bit every week and not every month, every 2 weeks. We want to know either bi-weekly, weekly, monthly. We need to know. It is true to say social media encounter no a cost effective. Say a couple be data and I'll be you. So okay, media soiree, press soiree, you will have to pay more. But this one, good. Now we share say narrow contest in between Ononi Nana Danko Akufo-Addo if you are with the APC. As I don't think so we social media friendly. As some in America, because I've not seen his exploit on social media. But at least Mama has Twitter or Facebook account or corner live or you know who do not to talk those born before computers now. Then I think say our upper hand is just taking advantage of that opportunity. Say Odibeye campaign outreach to the larger audience, which is largely the youth, because over politics you know the youth and a dominating youth voter population no essentially population and the youth also they use social media kesi. And if you are able to arrest their attention, if you are able to speak to their conscience, if you are able to make them unlearn what they have learned enunti ena ebinimu shase cancel. John Dramani Mama needs to be speaking. He needs to be given alternative. He must provide a roadmap that is leading to 2020 election. And here, a good call. But then we want to know, say, by weekly or monthly. I know this exercise say continue. People will get running stomach. You see, he will cause havoc in the country. And he must continue this exercise. Or addressing issues, not adding the voice to whatever is happening in the country as an alternative voice. Not yet imagine it too. Say, I want thing, one more Ben or no. One more Ben, one more tea, Nicholas, and Danny no more now. One tear say, more Ben. There's something they must do. They must take advantage of something. There's somebody they must take advantage and reach out to. Maybe I won't do this thing on radio. Some messages are touchy. The banking sector and what have you. Yes, it follow no. The media aspect, free speech under siege. Muntie, Radio Gold, XYZ, and Communinia are buying hiding behind regulations. They are shut to them down. Things are provided means of doing it. What I've come to realize also is that anytime a hammer speaks and criticizes Bibina, Nado quickly goes to correct it. And you know, I can assure a man for say we are wako camp muntie for any radio go that same way. The solution is on it to come in. And that Anado would quickly want to sanitize it. Na Ankoyesi say na etie. In the whole, I think the issues are clear, loud enough. They are obvious. Over banking sector now, banks are can override their guno. A man for my unemployed. The numbers keep swelling. Uka numbers now people do not understand. You find say Ufa Radio Go now staff of 30 years. Now, if they are out of business, what it means is that, say, almost staff will be our year ba near Busianfoa. You count about 4 people per one. And you multiply 30, no, 4 by 30. How many now be your mathematics when you talk of unemployment?
Ghana crano, search statistics say, Ubia or yet a juma former sector biano. And Crawford depending on him or her. Yeah. Minimum 5.
Yes. And no need calculation. And do na no quite sabi. Oh yes, I say what you mean cow kakra because Francis is na answer nam we. Ne ho sem bebre. As a luman is ne ho ma bebre. So they are not. So who now value so no one and nam we Francis answer why a mistake. Udi ejuma feeding some school fees are wotia. Any nema or ye which all issues. And nobody takes decisions say me butan say me gunyuma. Me butan say I will take people out of business. Me kasatia is from an ideological point of view, it shouldn't be the New Patriotic Party doing this, because MPP thrive on private sector development. Until what you do, and you say you create enabling environment, not private sector no atimi a thrive. Say private sector ni grow a boa buying. Do you get it? And say we good private sector now, government alone cannot do everything. A bank went to me bibia. Until now, you what opportunities. And now for banking sector now, almost all local banks are gone. Indigenous banks, banks owned by Ghanaians, citizens of this land, are not in business. Banks say ye juma ewe Ghana ha nenyina ya brofo any ahoho bank.
Tituni Nigeria.
The Ufa Zenith Bank,
Nigeria.
Fidelity,
Nigeria.
and
Access Nigeria.
You see, GT. These are all foreign banks. Standard, Barclays, EcoBank. These are not Ghanaian banks. For Ghanaian banks, apart from Ghana Commercial Bank, Agri Development Bank, where they say almost amalgamated. They get it. Amalgamated, so we don't know who the people behind amalgamated, who are the owners of the amalgamated bank. So amalgamation, who and who, any kaboom number yes amalgamate. I think John Dramani Mama asked the question. Yeah. We need to know. We must pierce the veil. Do you get it? Piercing the veil cannot be done simply by saying it. NDC people must take it up. Somebody must go to court and challenge. Say we need to know those who are behind it. And you're necessary and you're important, because as a Ghana is a multi-KG country, no, for a certain group of people, any of my families. It is a ECG nearby for Yensi Sadino, Yen the PDS, Nian Toma Yabusian for. So your far banks are Yen come in Numen, some boom, a numum, the Yensi Sadino, Nian Fama Yabusian for. We need to know who and who are behind. It is a necessary questions, very important questions. So see, you tell me who. Now, who is behind? Because PDS, like I said, we need to begin to move beyond just PDS. The interesting flat style house, Jubilee House, Yamfan higher now. Do you get it? Has it not been given to rent? It is necessary we get to know. If you are done here, you team we radio good, more than here, you team we. For all you know, a bank raton, any team because they say Ghana you. These are the issues. And they are very serious issues, what raising. They deserve answers. But as a one way or the others, I mean, the opposition, yes, the mama is ready to get serious. But when you watch NDC communicators on television discussing issues and laughing, I think everything is okay with them. That is not the posture of opposition party. If you are opposition party, you must be serious at all times. Who see the panel comfort throughout your facial expression account when you are putting out message. If you are doing message presentation, the way you communicate the message, your seriousness, your mood of communicating and carry. Now many will be translated corruption same now we are laughing and cracking jokes and what have you are. The person watching us knows this. Really? Is that what is happening? They say, we can't go na money. No. I think their posture must change. And John Mahama has set the tone. Like I said, we want to know. Say, be bi-weekly, be weekly, and be monthly. Because in some now, what boss on a dorsal. Do you get it? The corruption scandals, I think, averagely, we can get one corruption 1 week. Do you get it? A week be a bit mania corruption, but a bit mad discussing who, because sometimes who discuss as on pa we not for betum. And that impression and another done Kufa to create in the minds of the Ghanaian say or you're incorruptible, and that he is older than Ghana or me Ghana chrono. those things are okay in the year 2015, 2016. Ghana for nya agidie wɔ ne mu kɔto abama na sɛ NDC aban corrupt or incompetent no. That message cannot play in 2020. Because Aguvadu wouldn't get the leg to stand on and say me corrupt. So when you're corrupt, how many people did you appoint? Do you get it? How many people did you sack as a result of corruption? You cannot point to. Yes, Obeka said the special prosecutor and you could see saying special prosecutor by you then wait me aye. What are the evidence deliverables no nothing to show. A come on yabo e was that office and so. Do you get it? But what the wenum and a ministers and a door so who buy ye and a why increase it to take the minimum man because I did 123. I think it is more than check your figures. What I know is about 125 getting to 126. Check your figures. What I say? The size of government ankasa. Government size no account to and over a government size now over the chronism. The creation, family and friends. But not another danko for to me could just in peace to castle Mahamman in a busian for a kunyanum fefe. Yes, I know kind of say. And fefe where what kunyan into no moon person bako. Is that anything or no someone not in a busian phone quabe track kunyan who is shiana? Sanity. And in some dear war. Send this for your mother some becan some akaiga for a beboa that na me cancel any council more train. Now you write election year. I think about Ghana for in some of the doors until you keep on reminding them. And then Obama Pina, it will be refi me because corruption scandals are banned. At door swama chopping board no swayama moving pina fuel premise fuel evaporating in for diverted a whole lot back Kenny GVG GPS in some dozen Francis Siam dear wo we no more dear your friend gift clear now no more dear wo now for now I be taking it over from gift clear now no dear wo o mass lock a true a him fan a scandal anyhow. Which ministry? Where can you not find a scandal? Education ministry before contract see a school uniform before crowd could do parliament and minister nam China almost shop here to top materials I shall say meanwhile the thing has not received approval yet. You see, in some doors we tend to say they must keep people active. They must keep people in business. NDC must keep reminding Ghanaians on daily basis to say, when necessary. You see, we are say we are now with the tattoo. Me ba say na me no. Let Ghanaians have alternative. You see, and now can NDC for and how can there be in 2016 MPP didn't give alternative. The dynamics have changed. The dynamics of 2016 is not the same dynamics I made playing in 2020. In 2020, we are looking at Akufo-Addo 4 years, vis-a-vis John Mahama's 4 years. Akufo-Addo, our touching the ones who are competent, he's coming to give Ghanaians a super class governance. No, or no needing to John Dramani Mahama na yesi were incompetent. John Dramani Mahama na yesi were corruption and needing to do. So we are going to provide or produce data. A chart. Not yet do how many corruption cases and we can attribute it under John Dramani Mahama's administration. How many can we get under another Danko Akufo-Addo's administration? Actions ben no munina take. What did Mahama do and what did another Danko Akufo-Addo do when corruption cases are brought to his thing? At least, yeah, ni manam for clearing it. And this is for another clearing agent. I don't know about that, but that is what they are saying. They're getting. Ufa Mahama, yeah, there was 1 or 2 cases where I said, one clear, because Ufa Evisa fear the or ye buy na. Yes, said dinner cotton flaster house, no, one. But I found another dinner send it here, Ubokatuna Fukua, ya 2 posts so, near you minister in a minister's office. They do have question, baby. How many of them has he gotten the courage to fight? How many has he gotten the courage to sack? Yeah, and no need ya bedru abiyadri. You compare the approach, the tactics dan kasa a issue. And se beba I see no ade.
The PPN. Final source. 10 minutes more.
See, because I know they lead me to sa PPA. Papa, we are some more ye. Now, Ghana for ye hypocrite. Ghana for I am beginning to admit why the mama says we are short-sighted, that we have short memories. And then we be a budget so, and I do suspending in the end to num and strength and nado. I bet to differ from where I sit.
I love Radio Gold 90.5.
Differ, Sammy. And I be a lawyer. There's no two ways about it. The board is not part of the board. There is a board, a governing board, MPP. So I say, and it's a BBC. You expect the board to act. So nanado edi mrabe ye juma and nan way na Supreme Court ruling by say president has no authority to sack CEOs. So if you cannot sack CEOs, can you suspend CEOs? You can't. You do not have that right to do it. It is not for him. Oh dear, not too Sammy. Second point. Manasseh Azuri Awuni. Sorry, I was here, no. Manasseh never petitioned Nanado. One letter and command Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo said, President take him take action. One throw and my special prosecutor. Me kwako si say, Anas Arimiyaw Anas any taga I a similar investigation video and audio video aye who Charles Bisiu. Ewo mu ana wo gigi sika Charles Bisiu gigi one video and as the two no. The quantum is higher, bigger than a see what PPA deal with meboa. Where just 15,000, 5,000 and then 10,000 meboa.
Yeah.
Where was taking 30,000 and over. True or false?
True.
And nobody told John, what did we hear from government? Say they should produce the rashes. You can't rashes are the unedited videos. MSC. So case, it was never referred to special prosecutor. The president is yet to speak on that subject. MSC. Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo on kasa ahummo hunwa. We ebe to dana pe. Ya mo open osima suspending. Is it the case that this gentleman has not been paying commission to the authorities that take commission? Sanity. Say ontua. Now utua can go bani say ya na. Because after PPA boss way any Charles Bisiu PPA boss way I can tell you say ombo buying cow. What he has done has nothing to do with government. But Charles Bisiu was sabotaging a buying policy of fighting illegal mining. And I know Jijiska a circumventing ra edie. Manasseh video me share nra. What I got, I have not seen anywhere Manasseh car say TDL na a winning contract and was incompetent and that he couldn't have won the contract. No. The only problem has to do with that the conflict of interest. Say ABAJ, a member now director, what TDL, our T or our multi contract. That's the only aspect that not why fall to. But the board again, when Manasseh wrote to the board to request for details of a meeting, what did the board say? Board, they can't confidential, they can't disclose. The board went ahead to tell Manasseh, say, now, ABI Jempono, he has recused himself anytime they are discussing issues relating to TDL. And the gentleman has been exonerated from day one.
By the board.
By the board. It tells you, say, board only complicit in whatever decision the gentleman took. So what is informing our president to direct the same board chairman
to take over
when the board itself is complicit in the matter? We are talking about the board that ever about 3 lawyers at so. Deputy Attorney General Godfred Yaudame, a board member. Deputy Attorney General is part of that board, the board that took those decisions. In fact, it was established in Manasseh's video. Contracts, free education, Minister of Education, Minister of Roads and Transport, Minister of Finance, and a bar. TDL has won contracts from all these ministries. Why have we left the ministries? Why are we sacrificing only ABAJ? What happened to the accomplices? The seller of the contracts? Then at home. You see, so the issue is broader than what we have been told. And to me to know say what suspended because the right to suspend is not yours. You only usurp the powers of the board that you have put there. By now, you should have dissolved the board, or dissolve the board, and Uncle Kasim suspend it as Papana. I wouldn't have issue. But what will suspension do? Suspension may say Martin A.B.K. Amidu. Then obey me aye. It is on record. See, my position on procurement has always been that it is an avenue for people in privileged positions to extort from the nation. Procurement is corruption on industrial scale. Because in some way, I didn't say awake, upie so ubet not on 1 cedi. Udiko fat tender, udiko ye procurement in sempe, you buy this water 5 cedis. Who does that? And how does that mean say fighting corruption? When everybody knows say I don't make water no buy give you 4 cedis. Udiko fat procurement process more, you will end up buying I don't make at 9 cedis or 10 cedis. Now we see we have introduced Procurement Act to come and fight corruption. How does this mean fighting corruption? We say we're fighting corruption, so we have introduced within it restrictive tender and then sole sourcing and what have you. All these are avenues for people to steal. And corruption is a misdemeanor in our laws. Misdemeanor, what quite charge 3 years. Now, be a wako we are punching. Oh, be an punching 150, 500 Ghana, you bet me out on you to be jailing in 10 years. And your first degree felony. So the people who wrote our laws and the people who are implementing the laws are all corrupt because they wrote it from a corrupt mindset point of view. Said the ordinary Ghanaian now own access and yet procurement as someone Nasama in Kunu. Now, no the procurement be yet more will be any misdemeanor. How can that be misdemeanor? How can you say any misdemeanor? You see, Papa Nyadie, and I says it wasn't the president's right to say so was suspending. No. What was the board doing? Now, board no quite war yet because board no man approval. Per the investigation of Manasseh Dibetujano, any letters are ye, board ne womu. That TDL4, TDL4, are they not part of this scandal?
Yeah.
And now, it does not deal with a private person.
It has to.
And why?
Auditor General, I can say a registered general department. I mean, they have a responsibility to play.
And so, what is that gentleman, that board now, MD, Emma TDL, why is he working free? ade ne ya ja obia na che se ti ebi ajepe ene yekura no ne belt mu a ye ni train the dende. We have not been fair to the gentleman because ye cabal on kwan ye di PDS fast no sanete me see manasa bob ministries din those ministries are supplying with contract. And we are told that the company is 2 years old, 2017. Yeah. I'm not surprised because company I win PDS deal no, less than 1 year. Is that not it? Those companies, they are less than 1 year. The Baba no, Ayensu company no, it is less than 1 year. It was incorporated somewhere June, and I win the contract. Do you get it? So these things are not strange to some of us. But the point is that we must push and push it well. So, and those ministers have been exonerated or been put aside. And I here dealing with all the gentlemen. I say, Chrono Dankani Auton, any auton and I am from so. Is that not the case? You're feeling so the person selling, exactly. Both the buyer and yes. So the ministers they do contract Emma TDL. And they see a new model.
Because one TDL no OSHA documentary now they don't have any like setup and as equipment and as a technical know-how. Say bia wakoji road contract or that technical know-how and also or logistics or equipment or the aquine. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that. But we need road contract, but we need harbor contract. How?
So it is a syndicate. That is why I'm coming. When the maker say ministries now omunya contract in the finu. These ministries are culpable. They owe us explanation. They must be telling us at the end as our company ni pay. I thought the managers they have about 14 contracts pending.
But we must say ministries no. Ometo bibia a go to procurement. And to procurement in a select the company are winning. And it's like me and I'm PPA. But all the ministries in government agencies. Obeto bibia I was say about procurement authority. Procurement authority no and a select. But the game I know woman say the manase video ni chire no. The same ministry ni budget aba. Was it be lati a question kwa we see akoye. Ya budget 2 million. Sa amount ne da ho. See the contract ne ba se mbe ya. Yemfa amount no to ho. But PPA no procurement authority no omo no munim that contract na how much echo and also mu agent na omo wo ministry or any how much echo and when they give the contract after the PPA boss na will give you contract to or no company na no mama be closer to the amount na ministry na budget and like kano the ministries are not Van say omunya innocent.
No, but I'm coming. But you buy the tender document from the ministry. When I your evaluation and everything, and so would you don't buy it from PPA.
Okay.
You buy it from the ministry. When I you register with the ministry.
And even crash PPA no criteria idea about how much this project is going to cost. You know?
It's
cost of worry.
A cabal. Omati eyekuo and omati and omudi business. Do you get it? And nothing I can Japan boil for our casa bebre. Because our papa we matches our papa we a defending Kennedy 100,000 contract be our day.
And then you know how wow.
Metizo say papa we na okodi adanse krum. Etia Charlotte to say awe Nyankopon tiase.
No, so mamma may engage in an answer. Answer President Mahama, PPA.
Well, Sammy, in fact, when you were in a Minchia APC, a party cover by Minchia, a party in penning for an Aminchia, the supporters in me come as Samson.
Pentokwa
Jarena, yes, Jarena,
Pentokwa.
Yes, Jarena, no, he before Tara and energy.
Pentokwa. I hope such mamma so tea.
I get quite crowded, they know who crowded. There will be a new pen a cup, but to surrender me charming penny for him. See, I will find that. Bank roller, and no Bibia, Hazard, I got doctor.
Now, when you could do a boy, so much your mind. Tell me, says, I you too much MPP more. I can't more. Who could do your boy and a mark up on my money or for vocal party. Sammy, may come as Samson Wahum. And Nora Jumedia, former President Mohammed Dian. I'm saying, I couldn't share Kakra. Me share the presentation BB, drew baby and nice. Nkrofo bisa questions na ade na na ese me attending to bibi fufuro na metumi ejaye na meka se eye bibi fufuro bi at least say onimpa bi a otumi advice ne ma na yes no waboa no asenso abo ndisi amanyo ku no je say bibi ebetumi aboa no ye pa wenim say opposition ankasa de wo esa wo pe platforms na ade obetumi engage Ghana for hu se atrise bibi we ye ekosuo nioma ekosuo kroma hanum sesi anu no se wo na wo ti akonya suo ana se wonya akonya na obetumi aya afa ho na se budi saa nimdie ne bibia na we engage mo bom se sabi we no opposition se aban ye na adwon so di bibia abom ana wa abo egu ana sa bibi sami uba yem banking sector no in some former president Muhammad Kanye no menene ya adwene wo baby so menene ya adwene Simon Baka ya 2010 na besi 2011 time economic meltdown by US cramp no companies bebre na wo ho asabe no mu dwumadi o mu dina yedin nti Obama administration no mo ye ya ne se capital bi no mba injetin edi ya se company nim ama mo gina mo nan so a na aben benya shares bi o company ma na aben aye enu nti aben tumi yesa nhihye ni hia ama companies na ade esabi omu yeso omu guri hia omu tumi gina o nan so ama omu enwu ni hia ni nti na omu ye ne se na enkoba ne se company ni begu ama nipa omu ye adwuma ho no omu anu edidi pa omu sabi omu so sa ankofo na ehwe omu no so sabi omu so omu ho nkwa kire omu enu nti na aben take sa measures ni hia nti ehwo no so mampani Muhammad kasese bia decision aben take ya na part aben faaye say bia banks ni bia dissolve omu na ade no no omu nye we ya pay angry bi odifia eba no ene ne ho amene eya adwen baby amene ne nya adwen ne se one ni esi ewa amana ahoro bi so na mi bi etwa na esi wo Ghana ene sa pempenso ye we die na ni ebesi enya pe sami se ebeye na ben se banks na ankasa shareholders ebia nya bi poni bi ana obia nya nhihye bia mwa ena akwakoba ne se obo banks egu ena aban ye investment inject capital bi ama banks nha ejina se na bebe ye bank ni ye consolidate no mo ye adwuma ho no mo adwuma bekoso aya perfect obi a no sabi on support this initiative but here is the case yonku sabi me start with Access Bank na anum yakonya hwe Dr. Kofi Amwa ni interview na nensam o kanye as a board chairman of Access Bank na obi a wo bank ya wo dia wa wo fie sabi utumi di wo fie etumi di rent bank no
global access
aha wodi sa we wo da etumi di wo di rent bank no na kokoba ne se sika banks binu na omo baji de na omo tua the same sika na wotumi ji na ye bi se wotumi kasa wo ye businessman nti se kosa sa na wo maintain na wo ji na bank mo board ye fa board wo ho mutumi tenasi ama wo kese wo bank ho etumi besi sika man crofo mo customers mutumi lose sika to the tune of 110 million aden sika crofo tumi ababa ye we wo ha mentumi anya follow up mas crofo besi sika mo sentumi anka ne back sa 110 million sa me anya sika ketwa enya sika kitua sabi serious company bi abetumi atenase amwo lose sa company we sika we enu nti no ubetumi akase omo ye adwuma wo sa banks bebre na ankasa ya consolidate no omo board no management workers wo no bebre na ankasa omo anyo adwuma yi eye difficult say me emitie anadudu na wo krom hanom ubetumi convince yen say anka ban nsan hu bebi say banks nsabi ya ba mo makoso ayo modwuma. 1 bank bit is a capital bank equal for liquidity support 3 times every Bank of Ghana ho as our liquidity support okokoje ye no oje ya mani ha kosi 620 million Ghana 620 million what's a bank ya hwandia hwan na we Ghana ho capital bank ni mpedi Dr. Menso Tabeda bank na ha akwakoje 620 million Ghana cedi liquidity support sika sabe sa bank bi ban se musika se nkofom na sa mu nkofo abaye mu deposit na ade ho ebe na so mo ba baye withdrawal na munye sika mutumi ko Bank of Ghana na mutumi ko kwaje na mo ho haha mu a na mutumi di akọ on 3 cases ekwaje sa liquidity support no 620 million Ghana ekwakoje se sika no ade capital bank for this sika no yen say omo akase we estate company bi a board ni binum na ye omo dia nti omo ye investment we say estate company no na omo di say sika because say up to now Bank of Ghana forces say sika 620 we na omo koje ye no emu 120 omo Bank of Ghana for kra ntumi ntresi sika ne hu bebe sika ne kwose enti ko cheki ekwana sovereign bank for efa so omutumi nyom nkrata capital bank for in sika 90 million and at the moment so FM konkoje sa papa wi adwen papa woni tirima ese say abembi e ma na akonyam oye bank edwuma okroma no papa we ye ma obi oye sa ade we adwen papa woni tirim papa na kasa to me tabiri sika $18 million at the UK ne ye fanse na so na wo UK no branch no pani ya sabe o hwe aso ne so o man loan of $18 million up to na papa ni ntuaye so obi ye sa anwamanuama wi na so oboka na oye we a eye bibia say abanye investment abenjeti capital into ana no ba ko ni say ba ye na so munye sa anwamanuama bidia tiase na etumi aye djuma but nkrofo bi wo ha adwembani ewo mutirim na omunuoma omuye ye ntin sa wenin eye out ye ntumi muamu in anyway na bibia no ye betumi dia ye mefi menso tabe so me ba Dr. Papa Kosindum ebie bank at the time obie bank no na minimum capital kwa na ye 90 million Ghana and a Bank of Ghana for increasing at the 120 million. Ye increase minimum capital no kwa 120 million bank ni ejo bibia fan na wankasa wo se government contractors ababaji loan wo nchen enu ni ntinu eduru bebi enkofo ba bank wo mba yisika mu nya bi na Bank of Ghana akoye investigation na omahu say sa 400 million na ye require for recapitalization no ni entie we nya ntue enye sa government contractors sika ebedi ho na immomu no one kasa u business wako bien wa approach da wa transfer sika $62 million edeko eni saa sika bi aka woji kokko tie ekiri ana amaga fo mu jom sika bato bank won sabe o mo ha kirom enti sameme bisaw so obi bie bank no ye saa de we ya ye sente bi Ghana fo sika bi esamfa nko invest wo honum ema bank ni nyina na say aben take over enti saa scenarios enya pe enyoma bebre ebe wo ma wenum aye nkofo sabi adwemboni wo mutirim a mayo ma adwen se kombia so mefa kombi su aboman no kro no sami wo ba Unibank fo at the Bank of Ghana for ka 3.1 billion Ghana cedis Bank of Ghana for ka account ko amuye we ni no ena nkofo deposit o ma baba ye no ho no man kese loan o mudi amema o mabusuafo na de ade o namfo shareholders o namfo eya 5.3 billion sami si ye pe 400 million pe emiti minimum capital no a na se wantumi ready 400 na eye Bank of Ghana na egu bank ana wan kese nipa no won hyehye ye wo ye na de egu bank no sa papa kuriya na sabi last week ya savings loan ye yegu ni Unicredit na ne de ka ho bank ne de ka 261 million out of 261 no emu 231 loan no agi e de ama ne security company. So what to make kukuru sa loan we e de ama wan ka security company bi so mo nya enkofo no mo do mo sika beto won wa adwene nya mo so beba ho aba yi mo sika na enti obi e wa ye sa de we anka bensem fanko sika bi e fanko sa ho ma no ame ye fanto ka ne bank ni nyina na enko ye sen ena me kwaji ya bank e fa me checkbook ena me ko ho ye ma me form be me filie se na akwa ye omo ye we enkrofo ye adwuma e wa bank ho enkrofo ye adwuma ho sa enkrofo no omo ye adwuma wo bank ho no se sabi omo nye togofo omo ya ganafo but se koba ne se ye ti krom na adwumboni ba enkrofo ti ma ekone ye betumi afo suo ye diri with jobs enkrofo sa be na se ye se si ye be ye duni aka ne se ye be kwan bi a ye ba arrange enkrofo ye do makoko gina court me ebe ye me ye wo krom ha no papa se nuema Dr. Papa Kosindumaye Dr. Menso Tabenumaye ye be jom so munka krom ha ye nwamohwe na ye ka papa na asema na nkrofo bi o mo kwa asori ye ka o mo nti yase ye kwankwanhwe ekwan obi sabi ye bi Central University ka no kokoto form ho otu admission fee ebe kiro ade papa no adwene woni tirim sa enya bank we nko ahụ eye nneema bebre na efiri aba badoka nkwafo nti ase enu nti enu na yi no ye no ehom ideas na odi obeba aba no kanya amete na ase say nya adwumbo na wo sampanimfu ma buboi binum omutirim a anka that was the best way na anka se ye boa mo na anka madwumagyina bad for sankrofo we suban na enuoma o maye what na se na wa analyze hu se dabi we die ye nkrofo a o maye ready so o mo bo o maye no kro no nti wo ye hu hwie nyeye wo bo ma nyeye because of musuban bi sabi anya asese ye hwe na ye tu ase okay enu o mampani kan bibi o se o power no radio stations bebre TV na ade criticize no wan sori se yankwankoto ba ku biemu me yeso se na adwumade na akọ mampani sese bia yahoo message na o ntumi nko we me na wontumi asese wontumi nko Twitter Facebook wan kase wontumi obie na ade a wotumi hwe bi o mampani ya basra bebe wedru ne se no former president e kase ne bere so na stations bi criticize na wanya hwe no hwe sa manasi we nimsa na mo kama ha ma asem kuruma etumi kura ka se wakwaje bribe ya nsati multimedia down nto mampani wo so hwe hu ni se sa nnuama binim sa na yepe wo ye leader sa na yepe ukwa US na Trump me ya criticize wa mo nto mampani ya basra dwumadie na nro di no mampani ni kasem na okan kwati ni abi se no yi ano no o se na nkrofo bebre criticize be wan kase o mistake yentum ewre Canada Japan kura aka sama hama woso na ni station so ye fire no but wan kase ye matu enti e besa ga na mampani bebre bebe wa kon ekodu no be besa so ofa ni nse ofa ni nansi na station si binum osabi ofa mra bi ekọ ne nam nsem ba ya etutu mu no o ma sa radio station ni yankonko yo madwuma sami mi firi wanum o ma pani senka bibi baako obi bi se ne se wo hwe anuama ekoso wo Ghana hanum sisi ya se we no beti se corruption yakoko obi wo asoye bi wo kokko wie sika ministers bebrebe na ade obede na obeye no ma pani ka bibi baako si tam no wo so no yenya nkrofo mo mutumi ba abonte ba ka kire Ghana fo nya me gitu mu se ministers ni bi mo ho mo nya ade o mo do so mo te o mo nya adwuma bia but enne sa ministers ni ba ye o mo dudu na aben we ti so yenya nkrofo ma o mo nka ane na make say Ghana na nka si ye wo mu sisi anu no aho kire na sabi ihie nti no yenya nkrofo o mo ka no kware na Professor Ade baby ewo bia sa papa we na nka ne mi bu pa ba nneema be wa ye ntinu ama nna kura no sabi meti wudinya na meti sa okasa kura na mbuofu papa we anka Ghana hadi anka bebe waduru abrabo mo bebe nyame asire waduri utumi nya ahoɔden ntumi nanti yetu emirika akɔ kaka asa dudu edi joma ha menim a odi omu tukwan ba na na du ba ye wo yam appointment cars dudu edi na na du ntumi kan ma kyerɛ Ghana fo won to me kan Dr. Baumia de e ma kire se Baumia ba wu cars e di wachiri e 30 something the cars bi okay na say yes
gas no Medina atame gas na explode no
okay Mahama
okay Baumia de
no say yes
wan kan do ba say dos no do
da bi wu cars
I say 25
number ne na me pe na do de no wakan on kan na do cars ma kan kire tama Mahama tinyemi sa ata cars no ka Mahama de nti on kan na do so de no ma kan kire Ghana fo e ma Ghana fo hu no san campaign so say wo hu se kanofuri atata che no omo che sensitive ministries a ehwo ni hia no omo ye na do busuafo nti because of sad nti ono ankasa kura wa reason because na do practice family and friend government because ono no to me kanya enye ni ye wonye position akwaso na obeye din nti san sama nkofo bi wokro ma omo nkan eye bibia ha adwena mampani boss sami mimfi wan mema PPE nsamsam no so sami me mom de sa asem wo yenya me wanwa bia me hu ne ntia nkofo atwe ne tan wa hu ne ntia nya mo wana me hu ne ntia nkofo atwe me tan say koya administration fufuro bi ana say change your government aba na BBC isi ya aha me aben we yankasa betnasu we ka ho atoso san ene ye hu so obi use na office e de ye sa na mawi we ni edikan eye bebre because one hwakwa no yefa asukwa PDS kura yeton ECG no hwakwa no yefa ECG me PDS hwakwa na namso hwakwa no yefa so boss for oil yeton edima moving pin nanom say mo obi company ate o mo brother sabi omo bike kuro mu ntobi ntonye wese kra na phone kuro mu ntobi ntonye etum kukuru Ghana for oil edima mo so omo gonkoton enye se ye ji omusika omu koton wi a na omu disika naba enti ye the same way na no so we take kill from na no so wa ye bi nti ada na sasa ye nwanwa mi anya me nwanwa in any case because ye hwe kokora no so board wo hono ye wo nkrofo ho sabi onye omo ye adwuma but na akwa ne say we yes ya suspend ni ye kwa ye investigation me na kwa koduru hin a o china kwa baba batese yakra ni de efiri ho ye pebi mo ye sa investigation a meji adwuma no eye case na case say batrami do na ye investigation ba papa for phone FCID ID boss ama mami amfa papa no docket amfa nkoma no na anya investigation no ene ye je CID for ma ye investigation batrami do huda so tena wo je de it means say abani subia ba omo me no ene obepiam de ama batrami do so ye investigation but omo bia no omo didi omo mani bidi no ya fa nkoma batrami do ho me so nko ye investigation enya saadia kosinya antachi issue ye baaye nti obo ministers ni binum dim say binum ho sabi for woman 2% $2 million ebi wa me ye boy mampani din ade no mampani direct say ba omia ni cabo na ade no omonko special prosecutor me investigation enti ne ye kan say etia wa na nado amembu sa anwem adoso kan ni DVG D na wo ho communication ministry mo say sa contract ni hia wo ho nkofo kasa imani fode bi omo bo chi se sika dwurum die kata hye bebre na akom akwane ya fa so ya wo de sa contract wa na ti krom en o ma panisi onim ana opie nim but say na obi ye ba kwa na yakata so obi ye mienu ana yakata so san eno na akoya trend nti abenwe na mu sa nti mi anya me wanwa na ado amembu sa na ekọ si ya na ebekọ sa na ebekọ a omedi bokoko wi opposition sami me mama no asem wo bebre eno anadwo wow eno ameda ye me so daye I will say about 2 months ago me catch us maso daye say Ghana for ya to abema benu mu ayedin na meda na me hu say Mahama say bu onwini aba no na ntia me hu say na madam fo baako ono na oso daye na hu nye daye no mo so oso daye na hu say Mahama ekọ wenwini aba ama na akọ catch obi na 2020 aban na me hu ne nra no aban ba kwa second round na kwa second round na nya obo say odike wan odike obo hu say odike ni pa akosi ndum omo na champion Mahama campaign just na me ka jiro
I see
odike ni pa akosi ndum no am da ya be so yen ya to abema na akwa second round ba sa ankrofo we na champion campaign si yentu na nado nti na nya wanwa me see ekombia so 2020 na nado besifo Ombesi hwe ebeye wanwa se bia oh enwema enkoye ni we na but eduru o mese ebe omo ankasa to abene kura wie ne yakase wolusu a ebe te se Muhammad ye na adwin so banwini ekọ na olusu ya hwimudin 2 days na ne so ati ebisa na be na nado abene ye betu 2020 bebi obefa bia obelusu aban wode woti ya wode aba aka be 2 months elections wobehu ne besi krom ha
Yes,
we ye mienu na maso na me no.
Yes, 7 date no. Because bia me misi bia me be fi.
That we na me ka kire on. Aha. Sada na anu mi hu nyanam che se na abane ya ba mu anu na mi hu se sao dikeni wo mu na ridi campaign no. Abana akwese kam sa angofo nya jam se entu papa ni mfiri so. Nti saa na ebekọ. Na adu wo bibi na oya me enya me ho anu nti na omo wajibiri house obi akọpa bebi akwese. Mejeji so mo ankasa ayo mo chase na ade o mehu se aban bebu akam nti no nsese na sese ngo bia ye na adwuma yi na menim se 2020 anya hwe ansakaye baba because se Ghana enyo Mahama ye corrupt Mahama jisikedi Mahama contract na ade o awodo dibitu so a enye se yanyi nkodidi what ya se so obi kodi loan na se loan no di half obi koji loan no de ba wo de contract no di bi ka ho a anya hwekura anya se bagi kodidi anase ye nkogi buse medi no ani nya bibia asese ye kuro ha ne ye Ghana ha ne ye wonyuma ha bebre na asese ye take care of ye lack infrastructure bebre enti sa ben bi ho na sa wo na wo se sa ben koji loan odi okoji bia contract obeba say 2 million and wa ye no 4 million na so ye incompetent sami you better than abena obekwa kojiru na aba am yedin yenum no ya buru sa ade no ya tumi koji sika ni wa ba hospital ne nkofo ya wo nkola na omde price chase ya buru sa ade enti mi na maka mesi 2020 because ya mu bi ya so de ya mtumi so de na ade chipe na abam ena de ya bi am be so besia ababio sa we dey sa ade we se me bwana better time we betumi kura start me aye party
Nana Ansa Teria APC Amanyuko National Communication Director and I'm telling Nkano. Sadro Shabana Kasima Kakrebina, yes, sorry. Na Mamini can fast like Kassian Comachas, Makati point of law, Dumfuku. Na Menchia Chas Makati Adam for partner, best friend. USC, your friend Gabi. Gabi Sumechiao and every na bomame voice note Mr. Bakumi and Sabi Eke Moha, Pachomame monitor. Na yamfa dwumadi ne emra na wie yewra owusu echa eye NDC UK ne Ireland chapter no branch no Director of Communication Deputy Communication Officer ne die ne ntie.
Hello Sami, good afternoon. Owusu echa NDC UK and Ireland chapter. Sami you say na kufu ado me pacho obetimi aye campaign 2020 wo incorruptible ana obetimi Sami pacho de call the media encounter of Plaza House say sector by sector you say question to me answer now go back to JM time and JM here media encounter no the man is he's on top John Domani Mahama when it comes to sector by sector questions obe answer question bia and name by some who me say there's another scandal be ba Sami and the who cheni nyina nanado to say nanado in your opposition and then nanado was a president Sami how do you see him
West, that's how I see him. West yenu musa about the frikumaso na about say wonto when you are trying to defend corruption you end up going off track, hence discussing one village, one warehouse. That's exactly what NPP have gotten themselves into. If President Akufo-Addo names is mentioned in the expose, Manasseh could have been receiving countless threats of his life. The PPA boss did not do it alone. Why his allies still at post because procurement process starts from the ministry, department and agencies, not PPA. Mr. President, Ghanaians can read in between the lines. President Akufo-Addo, we beg you, we have not finished with PDS scandal. You are giving us procurement corruption. One day, one scandal. You are creating traffic in the airwaves. We yenu musa abattoir and we aba.
This is chapter 2 for a better Ghana. It did be National Democratic Congress. Unity, stability, and development. One people under one umbrella. The late President John Evans Atamil Satiteneba John Dramani Mahama Ye Nodio Mana Shanensa.
Montuma John Mahama. Montuma John Mahama. Montuma John Mahama.
And then Friday. I had a Bemaka Midu Jumadin, say yes, sir, concerned and idiot 12. So, the Pachain and Mamma sending voice note to the buyer. The Munina Massi, the Tumi Bonnie, Munina, the Munina Massi. Gabi Kulu, brother. Kulu, temper. Kulu, my dear. Mensaka message in me both here. Yen animal mo show on Facebook. I'm send a comment to the buyer. Mama sharing the man to me and share. Mama like here and mama follow you. I am in a massy. William Ponyakupo should be a name, will be a cow bo. Data, Nakopo and Shaman name. Then first, the Cassias and Comacasa Fidia would have fed you made iHeart Radio, Radio Box, Smart Radio, Simple Radio, Radio 2 and to GH Virginia, Matuna, Danfopa Radio, Paris, France, Asantima Radio, Los Angeles, Cardinal Radio, Michigan, Radio USA, and Spirit FM, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Edamunina Masi, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Radio Go 905 FM. Tune in, Radio Go. International producer 1, Jet Morgan, Ariami Chapa, Mami Achuma Mansa, Mahema Amasika, Anna Afe, Mami Ajua, and Mantimunina Monka. Mami Abasu, US, Mame, Michapa Papa. Sabigan about my dear children, Ake and Apraga, Ake Quetus, Soa, in charge of Untotina Darman, near Bishop Radio Good Facebook page. Me Pacho Medidin, the Huntor, the captain of the dresser from my Igbe Mafia. Yes, Christa Mania Tinkomwa. A dadwa da yebe said yes, Yanko Ponko Bibia.
That's what still. Tamale Teaching Hospital, Hospitals,
from the center of the equator, from the western part of that continent, from the southern part of that country, from the crest of that road, waves are radiating at high speed from gate to gate, door to door, room to room, stereo to stereo, speaker to speaker.